Kaho yede san komono ebebremo awo aye show no so na enra sports minister Nhyira Kofi Adams na so mokokan se ono de o kanokre nyame anim otuado so far se obusa ne se ne modern bono etise obeka so ono de enhyeda enso nani okokan asasemi awo aye yenuanom City FM for na enayenso de ano betum ni ahwe asema minister ekan Sanso ena Nhyira chairman sabunsunso no dinano atosa ensensem no unim say 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League in this weekend ifado china ena ehase na launch no yate say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enso ebeko dwumade na siansana anwumre no House of Folk enso ene Ho United game no etimi kick start at the Accra Sports Stadium anwumre eye nonson enti ebe ha clubs no ho boa Nhyira ne bedi san komono enso awo aye show no so this and many more yatena se Thursday edition of Nhyira digital passport at for yedi ebremo ene anope nemom gise okonfo no gabi the foreigner edie ekọ amanene eba at for yekọ abasisia Bibi abako de.
Yeah.
De yam yase.
So here.
Oh yeah. He said Chelsea ni need the birthday ne.
Wana.
Brian.
Oh.
No did birthday.
Wow. Everyone can
Oko school. Oko di no school mo.
What to tell you one more.
Oko di school.
But you are a good father and I like what you do. Sa obahana now do a chinku you tea and honestly you will tea. Obi a oni mubanos. A hairstyle we in the same hairstyle. Now, who are was a retired baby? Wow. It is your no design.
8.
Wow.
8 years.
Brian Smith don't only Smith.
I know. Ono junior.
Oh, it's all Okutani na.
Okutani na.
Yeah, man junior.
I'm the junior na kan.
Oh, and then we say Brian happy birthday. On your mission.
Amen.
By really a good fellow morning there. The justice no. The justice the Kenya about could be man.
Sure.
But I think the
I know the Nyame adoma Sunday o say ene no I working day. And Sunday ni ya na dia hye no. Okay. Say it was say Chelsea for no manya age no. Ah ono so age atum. Say me ne tu ano eku pa ma. Nyawe.
It is right. Oh, happy birthday, Rich.
Sure.
No offer 4 years. You be I said here. You be the one here, man. He has good anchors that are there for him. Rich. Was an international brigana. First time I said I need it.
Yeah.
But I say, well, you know, FIFA World Cup qualifiers since I say why a day.
Sure.
Because there are a lot of interesting storylines up. And it looks as if they are not yet coming and saying there are no minnows again in the international game. No, it looks as if it is true. Because if you look through Africa, Europe, CONMEBOL, and even CONCACAF, the associations now, which even the smaller teams, no, almost money is difficult for a lot of teams. And when I make the game of Israel versus Italy. It was super. Me shake game bombs. Israel Italy game. Nah, it was such a good game. It tells you how interesting the various associations the games there. And no, Bolivia versus Brazil. Come and watch. Venezuela versus Colombia. Venezuela playoff qualifying and they are caught. And Colombia only neighbor. neighbor, same border. What Bob on my mission is 6-3. Bolivia train Brazil or per playoffs or call World Cup a check. And in doing that, he makes sure that he wins the game, but I go to 0. Because when you say you won more, it's difficult for you to play. Rich, because of the qualifiers, it's making international football interesting. Now, already, Canada and Mexico and USA is automatic. In the Oceania and Asian area, Japan, New Zealand, Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Brazil, from the Asian and Ocean area, then come to Communiball area. No? That is where Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, and so on. The rest no will now come to the playoffs. Niaka, Europe, and Africa.
Brazil game was fixed.
Only Bolivia matching. Which in also Brazil could have beaten them over there. And I can't referee decision now. Because I watched the game. And I knew it was going to be a tough game. To me, Sheko and Amachirama boys like this. No. I said, okay, I first went for either team to score. Then I'm going no. Because I knew that both teams may not be able to score. But Brazil, on what I said, I'm called Brazil, there was a double chance. Because Brazil had nothing to lose in the game. Oh no, I qualified it.
Sure.
And I went to Bolivia. Bolivia and World Cup 1960 something. And in trying to qualify, they are making sure so now on altitude and now 4,100 height above sea level, and also 6 degrees Celsius no already. So it was always going to be a difficult one for Brazil for reach in Africa. There, some teams, although Morocco and Tunisia automatically econo teams be on they are almost a come creamy normal. Maybe this is Group A, Egypt, and you have 8 games in all of your groups. No, I could be a 2. Egypt a game almost 20 points this year. If they win one of the next games, they are going through. Burkina Faso Domachi with 15 points. If they win one and Burkina Faso gets even the maximum points, they get also 21 points. And of course, they are possibly going to go to Group B. Hey, H. And Congo for and it is wrong. I don't encourage football fans say Utim Belusu. Now let's say you about stadium and Yadi Papa. Right? The DRC a war-torn country for a very long time, if you know your geopolitics. And they have struggled to get out of it. And Omadri Babia, Adiebakwa, after coming out of war and all of those things, keep you together as a country, has been football. To the extent that rich, a lot of young players are time and young France and outside of the DRC to come back. I mean, recently, Juan Bissaka says he will play for DRC. Yeah. Yohan Wissa, he will play for the DRC.
And Uncle Oshego.
Oshego, Ata Masuaku has been in their team. Which they are real players who now are willing to play for the DRC. It's who is there. Now they have a team that could compete. Which look at a group of Senegal, DRC, Sudan, Togo, Mauritania, and South Sudan. Now, 16 points, 2 of Senegal. And now before the game, they were on top of Senegal. And Kasa 2-0 now, we some share on the Koya. Right now, we would have been talking with just 2 points and they'll be through. But
any expectation in that? I'm raising it too high. Because Senegal.
Yeah.
Team had the AFCON. Show me players baby on Bobo. And their status.
Yeah.
And I'm having to say the Congo say Senegal show I mean sure say a news giddy.
Almost a shit team to the extent the team needs to win on the ball. The team cannot play.
I know. But maybe some chess say.
And
then a football no. Said the Anna de Bia na ye can evolve.
Yeah.
Obi a suabo on the ball. And obi a huni ball. And yes, sir, Senegal said the Congo. Need to end day.
Oh, but so on the line in your way. Fine. So what is all those sorts of call it? You got
expectation now. Move
I don't want to say 2-0.
What's your 2 fine?
I think it's the atmosphere. Who's the
before game Libya?
Yeah.
Senegal they were just too good.
Yeah, and
just too good.
Again, true. We always talk about atmospheres on the African continent, and in fact, I think in Communiball, any Africa, One of the key determinants in winning a game at home is your fans. Also, it happens in Europe, but then more in Africa and Commonwealth. Rich, before the game, I saw a lot of French reporters, colleague journalists, saying that Nipa a good stadium next, International mama had to say na charge, and also we say two. Say can't be that. And now I have
Senegal team quality.
Hey, Nicolas Jackson never be ball go. I mean, look at all of these players coming into score, making it difficult for the Rich. It looks as if Kwesi Appiah Mayele qualification with Sudan. No, it's probably going to remain a dream. We hope so. But me 10 around still. He's in there on Group C, South Africa, and Benin, and in Nigeria. Rich, look at Nigeria. When he said even the possible second place team and Nigeria can bet go through to the playoffs, it looks as if they are going to be out.
Them are the money that's where protest no mind.
No protest yet. South Africa 3 points. I got to Lesotho the home because according to CAF regulations, we only a team out. A team on it Lesotho boy. So Lesotho benya 9 points. Who still benya 11. Benin benya 14. South Africa benya 14 points.
Oh, 2 matches to go.
There's a little beam.
Na
CAF regulations
Nigeria pa. We show them South Africa do.
Who's a returning no so 3-0 to South Africa.
Nigeria team no.
And 2 World Cups, Nigeria will not be qualifying back to back.
Too bad.
Back to back, Nigeria will not be qualifying. Interesting, Rich. And now Cabo Verde, Cameroon, Wajuma. They did it at home, and they are true to it. Our World Cup qualifiers, while Morocco have gone through Cabo Verde or just 1 game, and they will go to the World Cup for a very long time in their history. Ivory Coast, Jumano on the side. Algeria also almost there. Tunisia 22 points. They are in. Ghana just 3 more points, and I say 2 points, and we'll be fine to go through in Group I. Africa qualifies now. And Obi our country and Kobe, you know that you are not in a good place.
Before I go Europe, no.
Yeah.
Sylvester Menso, I say, but I'm happy Senegal won. We need relatively stronger contenders representing Africa.
Hey, you see underrating the DRC. The DRC has a strong team.
No, but you put the household names now are more quality. Imagine you Kobo World Cup.
Yeah.
Now Senegal or rep Africa.
Yeah.
At least I know him say obey to a free group stage be. The DR Congo no go say
this DRC team now all African continent. Which team qualify for Rich. I'm going to share almost starting 11 for you. Off the top of my head, I don't have it so that you see the team that they have. Rich, it's a good team. The DRC team is a very, very good team. The only team on African continental team in Morocco at Chiam. Rich, they can go on.
Shakespeare say, yeah, Richardo, you are right. Senegal winning isn't any news. Senegal just, they just have quality.
Yes,
also, they quality.
In terms of quality, the Senegal has quality. But I'm saying that DRC for us bad.
Bad.
Yeah, no, I think they're one of the respondents.
At the World Cup level,
World stage level, no.
Yeah, Sanko for no that quality to come on bear.
It's almost bettered
to come to bear. Sorry, no, yeah.
Almost Masawaku, Wan-Bissaka, Chance Mbemba in the team. Remember Chance Mbemba? You want Wisa earlier. Any about your friend back on board. But it's not this Senegalese team of Mendy, Sheikh, Koulibaly, Diop of West Ham United, Crepes Indiata, solid player. I think the Senegal 15 is probably the best in Africa. Lamine Camara of Monaco, Idrissa Gana Gay, and Omo Gay also. That midfield three is solid. Then Eleman Ndiaye, Nicolas Jackson, and Sadio Mane. Nico Jacko Beko Wakapo. It is Africa continents. We will probably get Egypt, Senegal, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Cape Verde, Algeria, Tunisia, and Ghana. Hey, that's a solid contingent. Solid contingent. We didn't see out and carry Kebe.
Nigeria so Nigeria team na me no. Nigeria would deal at the African soil, but
then they have it looks as if just individual players as a team.
And as also against South Africa.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey.
Yeah.
Onuna Aquano is who papa.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey no.
But very soon again.
Apart from that,
also the conversation around atmosphere, any fans no. Sherry no South Africa for no any year Nigeria for no. Almost the game we call Bloemfontein. Yeah. And Bloemfontein in South Africa is known for euphoria and aggressive area. And they made a game like that with the fans. Yeah. They made it very, very difficult for them and we'll see how things go. Rich, in Europe, there, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't call for a difficult game against Hungary after winning the first one. Omo managing some back then 3-2. It means that Cristiano Ronaldo is the joint highest top scorer in World Cup qualifying games and has 943 goals in international football. I mean, the last time I may say the greatest goal scorer of all time. Obi draw my attention and said there is something called the most efficient goal scorer of all time. It's Yanko Ronaldo XGs. They will know who is the more efficient, but of course, Ronaldo deserves everything that he gets. And Norway for Moldova for by 11 goals to 1. Another strong team. They've not qualified for the World Cup in almost 2 decades. The Norwegians, and this is going to be their very, very first one. They are inching close to it. South America, I told you about it. Egypt, Echo, Argentina, Echo, Ecuador, Colombia, Uruguay, Brazil, and Paraguay, Echo. Also strong contingents from that area. Which can the South Americans go and win a game? Who's going to be defending champions? Yeah. The Argentines are going as defending champions. Can a South American team win a game? Argentina won't beat me.
Likely about Europe.
The defending champions case no beat me as about.
So Spain, Portugal.
The Spanish team is super
solid.
Yeah.
Solid team.
And they don't take any prisoners. You're talking about Papa Pani Ejawu. Like they just play the game and make sure somebody with normal combat. And I think they are doing very, very, very good job. Italy, Rich, as it stands now, Italy are struggling to qualify in a group of Norway and Israel. Almost 9 points. Norway for 15. And Rich, I don't know playoffs. Na quite a wow. Playoffs, especially Africa. Africa, you be 4. You have 4. You bought like 2 matches. But you bought neutral ground. Into what be winning no. Now we call final. Now final no back where winning. You be winning na so na represent Africa on the intercontinental playoff. I want to make sure Oceania will be coming of it's a long road to qualify through the playoffs.
William Benjamin na yemedi club football so kakra so yeni hu komo kakra na yema besma ko usu empire la ensomro say I disagree with you Richardo. Now every country knows how to play football. Gone are the days when you mention Senegal, Nigeria, Cameroon, etc. You see quality now. Every country knows how to play football. I agree with you, but no can say you stage go on my udra.
The big boys, the
big boys.
And I think that's what Senegal did.
It's certain Kiveda.
Yeah.
Or qualify for World Cup.
Yeah.
But at that stage, you know, was a bedroom of Famboka.
Yeah. And Rich, truth be told,
say country no be born.
Rich, truth be told, and now what the Senegalese did was that almost a class. They showed Kiveda that the class team. Yeah.
Bedroom maybe we had the big boys, game changers, you know, to change the result of games. So hunti, you be here, Senegal, Morocco, Egypt, you know, some teams in Senegal almost you know, everything at the Yanako. Anyway, that's your opinion.
Is it a best second place African qualifies no? A reminder that the best 4 teams will enter into a mini playoff.
Sure.
Semi-final leg, and then the winner advances in the intercontinental playoff. Intercontinental, 1 team from CAF, 2 teams from the AFC, that's the Oceania areas, then 2 teams from CONCACAF, then 1 team from the OFC, so Asia and then Oceania area more. Which the papa. Only you know 2 are qualified. Another full tournament on its own.
Any club football come on,
Which now?
Dear
I saw something from Mundo Deportivo this morning on Barca. And I'm saying this midway back because we say for a while now they have a Barca update stadium. No? And Maka said there are 2 ways I think Barca can come back and be financially very viable, especially on the books. Sale of players and then great proceeds. Which only say Barca game and normally Valencia bought this week, this weekend, and they say Ombebo at a Spotify company with let's say 23,000 people, 25,000 people. No, Rich, Barca went ahead of themselves, and for everything that they were telling their pro media people that they will probably return to the Spotify company with less people. No, They didn't get that first inhabitants permit from the city authorities of Barcelona. What it means is that Barca Valencia, the Johan Cruyff Stadium, which is 6,000 seater. You see, imagine this happened to Kotoko. Would have said it too. 6,000 seater. Barca Valencia. No, but you see that. But they shall prepare for this. They shall prepare for this. No, but of course, music, you probably book the music ahead of time. And Sani money is affecting Barca in terms of Sika. How much are Barca going to make for 6,000? Nyamiti say your season ticket holders for which I hear is somewhere around 11,000. And on the moment, 6,000 tickets not for them to come in. No matter bomb games or rich. There isn't too much. Most of the players are coming back on Barca camp. There is injury to Gavi. Not so much of an injury now. De La Fuente say on the Casa and Abia. Gavi Bear Sergio Bia on there is that of Frankie de Jong. Nyamiti say Barca for not stress him this weekend. Our Barcelona side for the part of football club Real Madrid. Everybody's returning to Madrid for them to prepare and go and play their game. Chelsea for also any of the players. Chelsea and very very good decision in terms of players ever from injury. Benoit Belachile is back. Any requirement is go for on yard, but at least on Chelsea the natural left-footed centre back now. Almost share our team.
Whatever someone said to me, Kawakato say, Apomodini Yadia, who here, Pentano Pabiano, maybe Sasa Umpomuti say, Kulun Ghana Limited, Edia Dupa, Edia by Anum Anaye, dear Elbama Donan so, and who to me at Tomo, and Tanope with me, Naunya Hunchu Caps, or Yabema, Ebeboy, for you know, track infections and no, and I tell say, Twin and when you see Diamo, we are Bema Tajo Sontetem, Ojo so Tia or Bema, where do a Hunchu Caps and no, and I tell say, Beboy, Parfait, Tota Catos, a process and ana etito wonya de pa binuma eboasie semie pa enu etim we obi atajo so tentem ana afes no eyade se ne sabio wagu nsuwe wapum ceasefire edo bi anka dam ba so wo de ne depedepia kame se obama ho na aka na wonya doi bi anu na no so etimi aboye pa Kulun Ghana Limited na de pay edi aba aside that no de Mr. Kill and so bana Mr. Kill no yememedo for a sexual enhancer abo amacha se bama o kompema with me aduma ye pa libito and now from an answer premature ejaculation and to a slow erection where do Mr. Kimpa na also mawansa and come there omoja araba bazin tabete soba and no medo a war baby a menstrual pains menstrual disorder sing the trust here and your more baby and to your banner with him na a menstrual pains na etitua where do araba bazin tabeta fe we do resia atenka unso unya bia and do nya binima boa eseseri pa infertility between us here at the Amobabia Kulun Ghana Limited and the dear to pay at the Aba Oko Air Pharmacy and the doctor will be our sabbat me account the number sabbat to my former I was 0244 275 429 Fernando Peno when your Kulun Ghana Limited in Upa na Ayakama at the Amabakato Sikadi and we hear pa and tea and a tembia Bakato say and the ABC games na ebabo ABC games in the any gamer and this Sikaba and Madonna and so and we home with your pa and now say Anka say ABCD who choose 3 letters others say ube choose team not where you p now the old account na ye do not say well letters now who choose any pma me pato sika obenya di no enya sam go to no so say ye do not say 3 letters ni nyina apia sika do di try no ye beba ho maku 200 and the amount 200 times we stake na say baku apma I 3 times we stake and na say mu mienu apma 8 times we stake I 5 Ghana and obetimi de atwabe every 5 Ghana ekonya no pato ABC games we betimi atwabe wo fa phone na what dollar star 262 has star 262 has now for ABC games no wait to be a national lottery authority and woman and so ase and characters platform now so there say we be no more honor and wait me boy pa unyes card now wako Franco Trading Enterprise na wakwaji original phones no be we the Nokia phones ade aba we the Samsung aba we pe iPhone quality one your Franco na akwa friend nyina ade aba nchicha wo do nyina so mom ade Franco CCTV Ediaba Afe Wamo de Franco television we hear chest freezers we hear washing machine microwave any blended in Pato Woman no Macrofa Ediaba Adiaba Cosa we hear CCTV I cameras in Libya Wamo de Biaba in fact about CCTV camera in Arcadia I Franco Nako Ferding in Ediaba discount our so baby Biaba to Macatino I there's a 40% discount and I tell so many amount a doom ewo Kumasi and said yeah baby Blobanya Franco Trading Enterprise a Jabba Joy in Chao mo ebo ho challenge the bush up and also Chao Ubenya Franco and our friends with old Macom Wamusuno and your more and the boss ho Womani Kufa clinic chair and afraid when it's a new cadetia Ubenya Franco Trading Enterprise no mesabet my Fabaga Franco I 0245 316 969 and as a 0560 684 147 now with the Franco Trading Enterprise and so here Bomi Pana just MTN Ghana as man can tell every Thursday be there and the journey kama we first band now by no we more elbow 25% at the amount and the MTN Ghana as man can tell Thursday be there and just we more teacher a credit fee and also omo teacher data band on us it's say and pay of darling star 138 star 138 has not what all bandla yabamo a plus 25% at the account at no at my boy pa and to share national sunano and so more pa am Ghana and that is so where the man face no say oko movie center once more many this my dear say movies one there there's some more free extra movie ticket and also no obako silver cinema na face kai we kwa movies we do more money etia another ticket na ya de man Kumasi there oko golden cinema na face we use momo na we the payment na we the ticket there's no so extra ticket and ya de man na tell no so let me boy penti MTN Ghana at a package where a package what the MTM for na tell ni jeno at my come e dem want to share do na so but about the drinks I come there a piva beverage so mo and tell so makwa for ediaba na piva wo me the piva I color flavor wo me the piva I orange flavor wo mo tangerine flavor and no more grapes and so ho and for more cocktail na ni nyina ye dia eba bebo ama wo case you know I come at diamanti we do juma bi na be here soft drinks and no ye piva beverages ma dawdma and no so emo bi na wetimi adi eye ujuma no me sabe timi on no ma to kase I 0550 0322 31 na fe and open so no so timi adi so ye pa ade ba ko sa flora eye tissue no and no na dodo na so flora disposable handkerchiefs eye super absorbent with the cleaner and japatics bia we kire and trophies awudo ni na no bia you so and obako na oba bi ogitum so a classic lady obe pia bonti no be use facial tissue ya hwe the bag obe use flora tissue ni bi semesa say no and kama ye pa wo me the flora tiro and so dia ba moto pure white fragrance free ma clean experience dia kama tena no pe ma unsanka dia bushani na no mu betwa clean dia no flora tiro na make am for dia ma afọ me the flora kiss tissue dia about any you so me the cleaning afi wo me the wipe mo fra no wo pedo do to no me sabe tima fa so 0246426172 and 0243033033 flora disposable handkerchiefs na no pay wo so wonsa etima account dey pa na no etima kama adiama na enweti anu meka mfuna meka to say adia dodo na adia tumi say high sense say and what the refrigerators are about what the air conditioners so about and after ba no washing machine we hear smartphone and a sound system wo me de nyina bi about one so mu TV no mu lesa television no more compact and so na eban smartphone wo makofa bi ediaba ade ba ko say gas cookers no wo no makofa ni nyina ediaba afọ mo de air fryers aba entana no pa wucheme na open yama nso be yuso ewo kitchen ana face no ayo ho ana so wo dem wo dia high sense na kofa ni nyina ediaba very affordable but of high quality ana tell so mo de ma no mesa wo betimi high sense edin komo ewo so 0302 550000 na high sense so he adu su ye pa na eno so etimi aboa Ghana afana baabia ne showrooms ni bi ewo ho and the sense say enkrade baabi bebre wobako kanesi wobako west more ewo teba afi bato na woko danceman woko is Legon Africa so La Paz wobenya high sense ewo atimota ni nyina omobo ho Kumasi anum say de edum anafetafo Azaria Johnson woko ho Koforidia anafe tamale wobasene ko sunyane ni chechiman oboase wo mo ewo Mankesim and of Western region and no takwa na fe takwa de na wanya high sense o mu showroom no wa kwa journey of high quality na face where to be the adujuma ade ba kwa ya nika se bibia beto e wo market no 5 years warranty and almost so at the amount promotion royal foam asmen kato say wo me the royal student mattress na diaba na auto royal student mattress free pillow and ya demand no pay and temper na call royal foam na kwadu 4 inches of mattress and your student one abono so da foam ye pa 350 Ghana pay and a tese say no modi ma wo call royal na okoto 3 inches na and you 320 Ghana pay and a tese uya what you feel pillow na no sweat my camera dia na royal mattress as you said the student no comfortability and a tese modi ma stress free say na be ni je no be kama e dia mo bibia ntu temi na wo pe royal mattress ni bi e toton so no message betima first so 0202 271 000 and as 0202 271 000 na fe wonso ni o matoka se na ne ma nyina ya kama e dia ma wanchi sha wodo nyina so mpato teleso eso men kan to se SME month na o me the package e dia ba e ba be bo ma obi anso aho aheha no entitemie pa teleso se sisi no we ya young na fe wo person enter into entrepreneur dia wo mo e the package e dia ba your friend the boss tell e ba be boy pa the boss plan package and then anam SME month you know tell us so at the about as a young entrepreneurs in no eba more stay connected and not agree to business partners na fe and them so to makoye at the amount na the boss plan they say industry first business package at as a designer be keep online and not fe ebe more stay connected o customers no na koye at the amount and digital marketing tool at as obey to promote business no after the social media bundles and then also a room at as ubeko Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok after we know customers and so no at made in komo pa extra data at as also be run business no online after about course and SMS na ni na no betimi all networks in wedding komo na no so me boy penti tell us so as we phone na what dollar star 595 star 5959 hash star 5959 hash and also better star 700 has na face what I said you juma we betimi so test more and they call 133 of the details bia no when set me akana enkomo bia we che no so no etimi asoso na etimi abo business ye pa aside that na men kafo na men kan cho say isi ade nyina mu no say wosu se wosu be mo wani ate na tese no so etimi akama abatan ne kwa na wo mu wosu ehu hia me ye pa eza so your abatan na wuteme na ani je ni wa fa ha adwen ye pa eni nti na flower kiss tissue and on na tese eboye pa si so me the flower kiss baby diaper ediaba flower kiss baby diaper no kwabena juma edi say mo pe diaper bopa ediaba ba eno ana ye kama esa say my rasis bia mu abofra no ana for your batan na wuteme na we di diaper ebebo oba na akoda na so atete we dia we dia kama esa wonsa enso kan de na no so kama edema wansisia wodo nyina so na no etimi ewie pay antina tese eno so etimi aye kama edi ama wansisia wodo nyina so nche na no pay no wetimi nka na tese wa hwe na wonsa so etimi aka wo dia ye pa na no etimi abwanti anopay dia chance delta paper meal wo mo no makofa Flora Kids baby diaper edi aba maximum absorbent wo ma ye ni into layers no so bia ka ba nunum nyina ama na kodi ache wa ba nyunu bia nka abofra no ama ne su emetete wo data bipa me so betime after mo 0243 033 na wonsa enso account there anopa ma men ka funa men ka to say guess up properties abano real estate developer ba ko pass antman Ghana man nyina agina tuma wono no bentre bono no enom na na ba sapon na also mo asase a litigating free man to sem bia no problem bia no anya fi na oni abusuan bia ba benya problem na kofa sam enso ede aba entena no pa wuteme na pasase na atode a ene ya guest properties na ba sapon ese 5 acres of land eda eya tosu high school eya honma anafa dade in terms no 1 acre of land enso eda wa tese ene yo po bi diamond dende na watimi de adutuma ene ya na ba sapon no me pato ene so ton fi edema wa problem bia no abusuaman so bia no genu pipes ana odemanti ensem de afei wo se ɛbɛbɔ wa Fernanda Basapon ɛwɔ 0541 1354464 anaasɛ 0249 136 na ɔno nso ahwɛ agye so yie paa wɔyɛ into real estate atata wɔdi dwuma yie paa afei rental agency ɛwɔ hɔ rental agency dwuma mu di ɛsɛ yɛ apartment ana wɔpɛ han anaasɛ fie ana kyerɛ sɛ wɔpɛ han makers wɔpɛ office bi ɛde mu dwuma wɔpɛ warehouse bi ɛde mu dwuma ɛno ansɛ wɔbɛ contact Gessel properties na afei wɔagɛto covered na ɛno atumi aboa yɛ so ɛkɛsɛ no ɛwɔ Kumase adako date wɔkɔ kɔtɔkɔ training grounds a wɔn nsa bɛnkum so ana wɔbɛnya Gessel properties afei dɔma ahenkuro brekum ana sunyane nka so yɛwɔ yɛn nkwabata baako ɛwɔ hɔ wei deɛ meme frɛ no ɛyɛ global real estate developer atɛ sɛ ɔno ɛwɔ Ghana ha ɔboa ama obiara so anya asase ne ne fie wopɛ sɛ wotɔ wo fie nso a wode bɛdan a yɛbɛhwɛ iron kama ɛde ama wo wopɛ sɛ wɔtɔn asase nso a wode bɛdan a yɛbɛhwɛ iron kama ɛde ama no no ɛtumi aboa yɛ pa wei ne nnwumakuo ɛne afoforɔ nkaeɛ pii na ɛna anɔpɛi no wɔn nso ɛso yɛ asena agudie mu nsɛm no yɛde ɛda wɔ wɔn nhyehyɛ wodeɛ so a ɛnyina maka kyerɛw sɛ afei ana wode wafidie ndi ato ayɛ nhyira yɛ number 1 account radio station wokɔ ɛyɛ YouTube a ɛno yɛ nhyira ɛyɛ TV nhyira TV ɛwɔ YouTube handle na Facebook anya so ne bi ahwɛ na ɛno atumi aboa yɛ pa ma yɛnkyɛ nsɛm no aseɛ na mɛsa sɛ deɛ fi Saudi Pro League no na yɛdi nkɔmɔ kakra wonim sɛ naano dae a ana Yavantone wɔfiri Premier League no mu ɛkɔ Saudi Pro League no mu na abante no kasa wɔse yɛnka ma obi ankyɛ yɛ sɛ wokɔ Saudi Pro League a wɔne team ɔsi akan ɛde ma ɔmo yɛ Ali Boboko no na ɛhɔ na Riyad Mahrez mu nyinaa wɔ na abante de tu dwa se yɛnka ma obi ankyɛ yɛ sɛ wode Ali ɛba ɛyɛ Premier League no ne wɔma ba England aba bɛsi akan a wohwɛ top 4 no and come back close to the top 4 and you come will be at Saudi Pro League clubs na ɛwɔ hɔ any league no mo bono hon sabe and ya they say by fluke in fact teams are na obi a kama and half players ɛwɔ hɔ no who they compare a Premier League na we so many team there but one Premier League na we betumi aboni ye pa and no yan come back akwa so Yavantone e di eba ɛwɔ dwumade so na no pɛ no make a check akwa e di ama wan sisa wo do nyina so now yan twere kakra na yan kɔ anim na yan di dwumane bia asada no I'm a pay me called Chelsea according to Makakradia and a Chelsea former player Dennis Frank White but there's a upe players or Chelsea's chair pa and a Dennis White Edmund Timaya pa Komakakradia was young Camo Bianta say Chelsea team now come this season Joe already a Chelsea team I said Champions League I sport na said Chelsea enya at least I said Chelsea try na omunya trophy bako as a Chelsea boys no ball no mo bano your push kakra but as obi abadi Chelsea bi no man so project na we mo na project a feasible pabia as a Chelsea at least one bet me adi one trophy after next year no and it's a Chelsea try now first Champions League no mo target but this season there what Chelsea Boboko no we met me do well in the UEFA Champions League and no Dennis Frank White and come back across a Chelsea former player and the tutor e wo dwumade so na no pay no make a check akra and some adi Adam na oko Arsenal Boboko na wonim so mo team ne ayo mo dia no and so the conquest and yes san conquer mo and come back across so match from Arsenal akati say o mo say dia Chelsea and so na ya dia yo mani so ye pa and no multi club model no one say Chelsea our club and the team at the trouble and so honum dada anti yes Arsenal Boboko no so say we met my the same thing na o mo so be say Major League Soccer and a team and the team at the Colorado Air Rapid one person mun you din come na fe wo mo hweye say Kobaze say bia so mo to team one better team and Kobaze so my partnership and the Colorado for no and no so betimi no my partnership na fe so metimi ha no mo so ni o madijuma and a reporter afiri Arsenal kate and after so the Conke family at the eba e odumade so na no pe no make a check akwa edama me commanded ekodi nkoma reporter men seka say he said openya ni din at the Zabia Alonso yasi na adwuma na ya kesene kaka esansa enter na abanta the din at the Jude Bellingham na baba starte na fe wetimesi akande ama Madrid na yese koba na sadia adise between Franco Mastantuano and Afe Adagule, and so trying to for Benti Mubako. He said one of the benchino, as I 2 players in Nano, opportunity to Mena, Esa Kadama Mounted, or matters and Pabono, Minimum Boyepa, and Tim Adoya Dia, Yasi a free mounted Akate, Adiba training Yadia, and Commanders of Mudino, and an honor pay me Pieche Kakra, Adiama when she shall do Naso, Zinedine Zidane, Mepato, one of your fans in and honor pay Yasoko Fransa. About in Nasa Tima, what do no Musu say after 2026 World Cup no, and so the Alele Blues now for France team no with me equity na about time dedicated in Mbappe. One in the keep Edin Como, and on besides or GDS says Zidane, ever for Jumana, Obetimia Jumaniana, and also no doubt to be anywhere, Obetimaka so paying to me, and yet Jumana, this one Casaqua, and Obedi class Ebia Jumana Crown Pet, and I see a demana, want to be near Jumana, but on na adwuma padia we fi se Zidane ebetima ye friends adwuma simple amateur se bi kwa aka after complications bi ama eno Mbappe ankoma kakwa di tuja afa Zidane na no pe no ye ka che kaka de ama na sa revelations are eba ayasa ne ma me ne de Pfizer ana odi nkoma kakwa di ba se ne ba Mbappe na nkasa we so 4 years ni nyina no obi ama opeso ye no opeso ne ball ese ne idol Zinedine Zidane. In fact, ono na onyi na no he no wade na yesusu dia ansa na obekọ nanim kakra Cristiano Ronaldo joining Manchester United after so joining Madrid ansa na test na idol no epusi aba Ronaldo nti obi ode ne start here say ni susu dia after the football career ode na ni abono no enso Zidane ti anya wan so betima kasa enso edia fa no nti eno nso yakoba kakra so eba ewo dwumade so na no pay make a check kakra edia mana make Wonder Metropolitano ekodi nkoma kakra ho enso ye home ground side man Atletico Madrid boboko no na yase 2027 UEFA Champions League final I want to tell bebo no na tell no sweat my kama entane ye reporter epa ewo tumade so na no pe no ye di update bi edi etam wo me ko Bayern Munich ekodi nkoma kakra yase abanta de din edi Nicolas Jackson atena ana obetumi in fact ene abanta be start training kakra atena obet training on Saturday we mu game anso ebo na yesi Saturday and e like so mbetimi on feli na na say won bede na didi ache team na ta say Bayern Munich boko no won so encounter with a new player ati ano komaka kwa so Nicolas Jackson e fa bant na kate adi eba e odumade so na no pe no make check akwa anso adi ema me pato bant na din adi Max Verstappen me pato uko Formula 1 in fact wono ayo Formula 1 driver na wono wodimu tintimaye pa yaka Formula 1 katidesa abantu wedimu tintimaye pa awoso na no da wodidi enyina no in fact ya de akwa ni ye pa na eno grantee interview and ye bisa say ohe Spain na team ben ana nani dia tire ye pa in fact abanta ne chata wono coach open asempa no Hans Flick na one player wono so ye dan ye pa no abanta ne dia de Lamine Yamal na wono enya ne won asa Lamine Yamal mfie dudu edi animi ba se Ballon d'Or say ye can winner say Lamine Yamal ana ye winner because we say abanta ne bono Ballon d'Or na nya ba ko pa ne sefata no dodo na abanta ne betimi antete antim anu ye Max Verstappen me pato Formula 1 driver and komaka kwa no suna di tuta e wo dwumade so na no pa ye kete enso adi ama wo dwumade so na meko Portugal e ko di komaka kwa Cristiano Ronaldo Alvaro Santos reporter mensa e kan say the Portuguese league no yes all time aye greatest player one na say so omedi ama no all time greatest player e wo aye the Portuguese league e ade so no ana ye di ama Cristiano Ronaldo no antano anom aye dia e free Portugal adi eba e wo dwumade so na no pa reporter Meseka say ukwa maya wo masisi akan a wo mun test defeater sishane yasi Senegal and LED unbeaten record wo mun na test club e wo wiase unim say yasi 24 matches unbeaten and across Senegal man no ni otosu mi no Spain ni dia na 22 matches unbeaten and so no ba benya South Africa 22 matches na wo ba benya Morocco 16 matches and for South Korea so ba do 15 matches anti dia etodwa na no pen me boache kakra edi ama wonsesa wodo so Manchester United omuja Christian Eriksen ama Brantana Quintino a free agent reporter mensaka as a football bobo kono yesa Brantana join as a free agent onso kwakọ boma football bobo kono ene man so akoye edi ama mo wonsesa wodo nyina so na Franco Mastantuano eba Madida yase wakwakwaji Lami Yamage na abaya baya yase ni team edi kiki Nico kwabna reporter mensa eka esa Nick Nico Nicky kwabna abaya na no dance jofo kwati no bisa ze Nicky isia no o boyfriend ankasa ye hwan ma yehu na hishani ye kan ye timaka ni do so Lami Yama na Lami Yama de o penwo ba kwabna ma be ma se ba govwe Nicky Nico azia nkomo bianja ze Lami Yama de wodoni ye pabet o kasa nyana so sere ana manfo se ana ba ye fede na chese ye ne sa ese aso obi ebodi dinti ana o kasa asem na wose ye nkomo bianja ze wo enjoy ni time bia woni Barcelona player no enso nya o Catalonia club mu ho entim ano aye Nicky Nico enkoma kako adi tujanti isa na ma se obi a hede wa aso obo onyum no aba beka se bema onim nyim ubesi de akwa di atinye waso on there in fact bema Paul don ye pa no Lamine Yamal eni enkoma kako so etoda ewo eduma de suna Real Madrid Chelsea player nano da eba beto da se doping for anti-doping for no akwa tina se wan corner na o ma turn the doping test by a bantana test positive atest and pass na test wo from no bia ya ban ni ade na kwabna yes sir woko Ukraine na setim na wo mu fi so ho ana say ebere bi ablanta ni dey mi halo modik ekaten say on say dem feel comfortable and impose say wo be say kan kwa dey ama Ukraine man na want me 190 minutes and for my team no and he say complain no ye ana say fi so no ema mo dey aduro bi ade bre no na say aduro na ye di ema no eno stem cell injection na ye say stem cell injection no mponkom na ye twifri kwa na no no musu say me say ponko nsu no da sa de feno melodrum na yese yaban ne bi ewem atese ama bante ne ho akwakoka enti ense da nya intestina sa bante ne bekwa twa doping enso de siaka de ama de Ukraine asatima na se aye Chelsea beboko no ene ye reporter amensaka e oduma de so na no pe no make check akwa e de ma na meko Fulham ekodi nkoma Fulham for say wo ma yo mu goal of the month of August na go na wo mo no aye abanta ni dinadi Joskin me go no say di Chelsea na ya di sala na etire ho mo ko mo so go no sa na nke say eno na ejina no kwabna Fulham Fortress eno na aye goal of the month of August and tani ya dey for mo adi eba efi Fulham akache na no pe no ye ka che kakra adi ama otuma dey so na Raul Asensio wo ye mad the player obeka mba beka to say sa akoda ye oda excuse Sapa say yes bo some cartoons yanti chamo obi nya bi hwede akwa we why number 1 papa or when can so we so afa na dan fakata say na wanya bia hwa na wo ka say da bi penozo ena ma me wo so enfama entabante we dia nyam na me kan ekwa bia ya de ball no sapa say wadeja ba na won hwe no wo so fama obi dia wo ya de papa say wa bro ko wo obi so ama say ya de ni kopie mu o police station atase ya de yi intansa nyina e de ball no na eno na maya no mienu atase o mo de acha brante na pato won so de kwabena nyawe ade nyo no ye wa mu kwanko dibi enwo so keke o he na ja o so keke na sa asem ne ba na o fe te kode na o ko pato na sa me ka sa kwa we ka tense e ma ya no he no contact obi me ka pa enso kwabena yeso akwa ko pato ama tese o ma te enso tum ama ma ya no mienu tese enwo so keke de ntimi mu obi nkodam sa enti o mo tese abante no o meta no emu mienu ntaka de aka ani ye reporter e fi Raul Asensio akate edi eba na Michael Owen so kasa na Michael Owen say one player person who ni bobo ye pa I from the fact it sounds abante ne signing sign Liverpool for bia kan wasem and this season one of the few players or person o he mu ye pa and ankoma kakwa so Michael Owen edi eba e woduma de so na moma me Andrew Nane say no na kwabna yaso ko fie not to ade jagopo asa usana wadi boni wo fie na wa hunim dia wa yenti no ya baba ba se usim fitie wo twon kon kakra ne wakwati anu bi na yesa Andro na yesa Cameroon akwa ya ma Kevade for etwo mo ekomepe wo mantimi ante na eno na supporters netwa na mo de ma dwane me wo YouTube ne mo ha Andro na yesi okofie do kada no de ko on fa ka kwa mo ma wuso na eba no na maba do tware ho asia kwabena okon so wa hatarity na cheso de ade agu na tisa anakode yekosi nkum ana odi do fenti Andre Onana reporter mensa ka say after Kevade the game no and the kwan of so ansu kofie and na me call Charles na yekobi sasase aban as the disaster said na o train na we dey kwan no so ebo mi na si train no ye nyina woni baby we di yagupo woni baby odi ko was train no ye nyina o twen say Chelsea Messasia na by this week yes Chelsea I this one next week no so be hudia Chelsea back and there attending pempen there was it training now na Chelsea obey and no as this house in koma kakra we dey twitwa e oduma dey so na William Gallas say yanka mo bi anta say na ebi so Ghana to so say one do ni hwe ka edit no player bi adwani Chelsea na niti so adwani Chelsea boboko because a team prospect no ho a team future na bright and so adi ema obi bia owe ni bia ohu enti wase dia abante so yes obi so ache Chelsea sampa Chelsea na oba na oba so oba beboa oba so oba benya starting spot ono dia ohu Chelsea ne Anzo Maresca we ni starting 11 e ho we player now ya dia nkwa dia ene day in day out no benya matches so abo wase no the only trainer Alejandro Garnacho betimi ayena training grounds water sampa se Chelsea managers ya obetimi aye adwuma dia ma Chelsea boboko no and so kakane Alexander Isak me pato wasase atase training oguso ye Liverpool for LFA bia abante ne betime sia kan ye kama enso de momenti wadani o Facebook and Alexander Isak ne aduma ni nya training na oye ne kama atase o ye Liverpool adase and the weekends mi no betime enso start game e dia mama enso nkoma kakane amdeta ye di edan wo aduma de su ne na Andre Onana nkoma me saka esa no paya and your turkey yes on so official communicate betimi aba no mo so timo veli no when you sign adama transfers for bobo kono and your reporter aba ewo eduma de sumi kodi nkoma kakra yes Christopher Nkuku kwabena training no ye nyina tese emeso on said that anya fully fit atese obetimi enya so fit se wopra emom one say player bia okoti fufuma so beti team no style of play and afi wo mo philosophy ase no yes abantend likely say bia Saturday we announce Sunday we no we betimi ensum ati akan anase bia obetwen kakra ati ansa na bia omama no esi akoma manesi aka because from the training and dem akakọ mu we ase me say won say da any team no enkambo mu yenti and your reporter eba ewo dwumade so andra bia so no anope wakọ akodu ewo Milano ataso no so kwakọ sane dia ma Milano bo koti no reporter andra bia so no efi na kate edi eba ewo dwumade so na anope edi kakra edi eda na mame base says Barcelona chase on the 28th of September against Real Sociedad ho and on person Messiah it's account the new Spotify Cameroon and to know that Sporting Barcelona and Toraja kwabna omo cheche cast at as invitations omo the executives ni influencers say on the 28th there Barcelona ebeko the new Spotify Cameroon na first omo say abomo matches and so ho and tell me a reporter every Barca akate edi eba awodumade so na no pay no ye ka che kaka edama without no pato ye jansem we suna fe nkofo ama so sem ni nyina yetime edi asi hanum senti kwabna bibia ne achedia ye hwena yamfa enso ensi hanum se enti de etana na o bibi bisa
oh me sheda ni bibia bisa but
okay
vesa bi na brand video ba YouTube am sre
what is saying
right aso no come to me.
Oh okay mate
also head disaster the hack can limit me.
Okay okay and yeah you see but rich their chance Hyundai Elantra 2019 yaton atesa bench say Hyundai Elantra 2019 engine capacity no for me pa nti when you Hyundai Elantra ho a dia no answer obefe 0552 711 268 0552 711-268 nafi wonso wetimi afre oni krono na wonso wonsa atimi aka busia young fancy adam say
okay garbage gabi the foreigners so homre na nondu abapa wonsima no aduasa mienu 1032 yen hye na say asin say Fifi Manfred na Bismarck who's been Payala so be joining me na ya started discussions so no etimi at the amount, but my minister question we over so call masters or PhD ana undergrad awo aya bruchira na se answer ne yes dia and me kan for IDP education Ghana at the amount and anopay adentina me kan for IDP education Ghana and at the amount very very simple as I say so obokrom ha dia I mean the leading international education organization Ombabwao na omaye bibia kama wakonto usabo no ombaye ama masters ene PhD no wonso etimi akwa yentimi kasai se opese okoye bia nyame eyadoma Monday yai 22nd of September Golden Bean Hotel anopa ndu sharp na yede IGP Education Ghana Expo no enso ade shisha so ntudia bra na oba empenifo do from US, Canada, UK, Australia, 15 universities, and I'm doing for free countries way, and so bana yabe sham song, nyadidi enkomo, na Expo National ubenya free counseling. Sounds na ubenya a lot of information about tuition fee, application requirements, NFA, ubenya a lot, and so therefore I study abroad ubenya questions and so bisa. Ne eya honko ne benda ntiri nyame ya adoma ahye so say eba so 22nd of September eda no eya Monday our Golden Bean Hotel or na dwumade no eba so nti champagne for na one eya IDP Education Ghana mpanifo enso nkosha Expo na say na o masters PhD apaso okoye awa abrucheni na no omo enya ne kama pa enfama registration no eya free and one so visit eya idp.com and also be free 0553-173346. Now also wait to me anya aye or registration on your opportunity to kwan akushia de kama pa and so awo aye abruche anopay unya aye rush energy drink ni bi enome ampacho yen 10 na akoto rush energy drink na enom ebetimi abo aye pa jensi wom sanso ena cafe no and so wo mebabo ama ho etimi aden na oye adwuma unya problem bia enso emfa emfim ebi do asese oba Ghana ha obi edi ho adanse no eye comfort heba mesha na atefo de tenese comfort heba mesha no eye bibidro bia onoma otimi se eye adwuma pa esaya de yade bi se diabetes obp sanso ena oliver problem bia ho bia no koto comfort heba mesha na nom uyo bia untani dintem tie basa aduane no so ho ntimi nyamye azana eza de be chiro be sorry no na otumi se niam nkoye kra woni paduanim untimi enda eyanwumra ni nyina no comfort about me infections na dropa enso I don't know make us say okọ Fredimens Colina Capidank Gilgo Pharmaceuticals our Santase okọ aduane bi osisi an sabetimi enso akabi comfort about me number no aye 0245-455-740 na also wait me aje aduani bi na wanom ama bibia no akonkan edi abaw ene anopay Alaska Star Enterprise opese usisi wo dem a courses ye na omoniama no aye quality ne bo no awo form eso bia botom na onim so wura Alaska Star Enterprise a enema na do so to the set about plan no hu di obeto a odebeka kusisi wo dem ho started from the blanketing wallpaper MFD we know your 3D and so our Samsung Abano Echo panel bedside lamps sofa cover open bedsheet at the CC and your own panel so artificial air grass outdoor decorative watches and flowers in the Oko Alaska Star Enterprise a bio capital the best bibia so we say office and now odemo DM come for Alaska Star Enterprise and the amount and now pay yo Kumasi atum Mrs. Anoche Plugs anima on boss of them side honano ubuso bia obecho Okon so a circle tiptoe lane honso on sabetimi akan 0256 300 00 0256 330075 na money Alaska Star Enterprise and penny for any enkomo mamen kan for 3p garlic misha and fa amount isansa yade yapa na atie for 3p no eno so bibidra yade garlic and na 100% garlic extract and na yade natural plant juice full of vitamins and minerals assign at the awon na say drono enyema won pa 1 a serve as immune booster 2 yade able to say stroke asthma na atena so na enkoda na wonu madro bia enkono me patcho me kan for 3p garlic misha o problem e ba ne say o dun so a o ti yaw bi e wo eye kire no obesity ya na o ye kese obesa so eti kama eye 3p adro no ana me kan for e di amount oba o eye menstrual pains o ko afichira no ya say o ya 3p garlic misha dani herba misty colinac apidank me patcho o kwa also per 3p adroni bi now so no watimi ato akonom 0248928824 na onso watimi ato adroni bi anom no kama pa na p phones and accessories and na yedri yeton phones and na eba no Sinex product bi anso a me pacho na p phones and accessories akofa bi e dia ba na de kan ene say me too for enwura ba bia keke your phone shop bi abedroni e o said you must say na fe wa hwe no kwa no ebetumi a convince o mo akoto phone ba de phone be kofie na be say ye say man to phone papa so pe original phone ato original phone to say Samsung Nokia Tecno Infinix and kwere o mo tablet o mo di sua de yi o pe original one a we nya toy asemo original tablet akoda ne de be sua de a me can for na p phones and accessories and na adi amount na onim say obeto phone na usika no enso de bra alizu de 50% de aka na ye be spread the amount o ba ogra aye Ghana ka so na odi aba na say onso no watimi e de ababa ye payment no e kama pa na Sinex product na me kan ho asem no ye wo Sinex TV your refrigerator awo ho ye wo air condition and na ye wo washing machine no so de be furu so ho wo tua ne kakran say na pedia why the papa na tade mi encho de no sugu so ekoso udum say oton de ewo na p phones and accessories a ye charge be a branded t-shirt cash coupon of 5,000 Ghana cedis and many more ninina na niam no doso and na ye che ewo ho nintino bra aye Kumasi adum baby miensa aseda house na adum aseda house Kazmi media on sabetimi akan and na obiba JK building him opposite Prudential Bank no honso ye ho adum PZ nana akwasi Ajiman building him honso nana p phones and accessories ye bie ye branch no bi ewo ho me patcho friend ewo 0533 093422 enkan tachima kasoa na aye tamalin so no onsa ebetimi akayen ewo kojo reko Royal Enterprise NID yen fed bad of air commercials na fe yen started discussions in informal kojo reko Royal Enterprise omo na ade reko herba misha ade aba edaso for general body pains otal complaints honam eya menstrual disorder emani bi ono ma menses sam no enkoye so bosum wei na abasei bosum buo abonsa aye no bibi e ho wa hwe no na ekofa asam ade aba ebedrum rebikra na emmakra me pacho koto aye reko herba misha ni bi na enum koko awo so me pacho koko ha dwe pa eya de bone eno so unya bi na onoma ebetu ase ade ama adura me kan wasemi oko promise herba Fredimens Sac Pharmacy or Patase Sanso ewo eye adwoso government hospital opposite one no obi sabetimi akome na afi Otek FM na Obuase Time FM so no okwa adroni bi ewo ho ye location baby a on sabetimi akan ewo eye Breman Pentecost. Thank you Jesus building in my ho na on sabetimi aka kojo Recon Royal Enterprise friend ewo 0244 470067 na one kojo Recon Royal Enterprise in penny for any command pay omo na aso yasina Thursday edition of Nhyira digital passports live or YouTube Nhyira TV. Also bra nefa o message no bra na yenkenkan emfa emawo ewo Nhyira TV ewo YouTube Sanso and Atini Radio honso no obetimi etie dwumadie no live Kofi Manfred. Good morning.
Good morning.
What to say? Okay.
Someone's on where?
Oh, kakaka. Nyame gusu hwe me.
Okay.
And glad football so back.
Oh yeah, club footballers. Club footballers.
Now I pity our noisy neighbors.
Manchester City.
I pity them.
Over sure.
Sunday we.
So last season most of them so we can't say.
No, I'm there. Also Pep or more cash do.
Oh,
bona Pep. Amorim asasa o de Amorim was sakura went to be coach be Pep. I pity them this weekend. I pity them.
No correct.
Mitimi City for them. Oh, well, ready. Plus injuries almost nyenya. Oh, you are going to kill them. You be kuomo. You be kuomo. Sorry, Pep and new team. The timing is wrong. Time now this year Manchester no. It's so wrong.
What you better now? What you bet?
So obviously no problem.
Me City me but so na United.
And I say City ni beat you no obviously go better no problem. Meeting na ko wow gina we. So obviously go better no problem. Meeting no akọ.
So two patch say bia say o sha see one sha see.
Eno dey eno won't be nche me dey me.
O me nche oni aizo.
Me ne noise neighbors ni din komo. So obi a City ni no feel so doubt them e kana. Obetimi aba. Ai. O so we Chelsea ni. Enyam na munni ayi no. Share sponsor nyamo a. Munni bi.
Ezo go series ka.
Are series ka.
Go football.
Da ben out is Ecclesiastes ni nam. So omo jiju susu omo de be Manchester da.
Na so mo stay.
Enya na nse na FIFA club work akitu ya mkodi ya. Munya sika kaka mo ska be na mo.
Yeah, yetimi ton ade 300 million.
O to ade be.
300 million ye ton. Mo club house.
Enye die hia ni disaster mo ton.
Ronaldo ba disaster.
Mo ton disaster.
Yeah, parent to the man transfer. E be so ton.
Mo ton Raheem Sterling. Mo ton.
Mo embassy be ton.
O pe panic buying dodo.
Yeah, then panic buy.
E bia so obi e bintimu so person.
Yeah, no one panic buy. Wo we go to players we ya go to school. Wo no muton. We go official school dey nyo enye. And then we can say panic buy.
Let's go.
Wow, Ronaldo be say
Premier League no so buy. En kakra.
E do him that story when Enzo Fernandez ne kai say buy when you to
man ka bi da.
Wan ga bi da.
Enzo come no o ti say me di bi da.
Me need evidence in
minim the qualities are branching. Okay,
that's it.
Kai said do men din ho come da. Because now I knew say you come good.
Okay.
It Mr. Why? Mr.
At least club training grounds one in granny interfering patakalini ade ade ni honom o clean na say na nyame amado mama kwaje bosi asibi
okay
amombra mo hase
na ye da nyame ase say o buy a training grounds wa your space enough to accommodate the players
na the space
yenya team bia
in space
the coach any players in the case bi gina bonten and a coach atia mo tro mo te dem e kan we team we the team we ba tutu Manchester United
o class team e cup now we do 17th dia o mo bra
ka we
now we 17th there will be 17
trophies
but why you
trophies
you see the thing is that why you be there so I say why you be there
go FIFA
oh club I can want Manchester United can want in the last baby solid 5 years
any an emphasis be
oh and you now now yeah see I would say na be you be start here say you be go weekend ya be na Kofi na say na Kofi na say I will not have pity on you again catch it
okay
ono Manchester United for nyina
but say some more be space mu kakra
you enough space da omo nka senior team ko team you space more omo main team for no kra it was Shana Bonting
okay
and here a premier for here na see a front shirt no we are waiting to get a best deal simple and club bia kabari stand kan no sunu gujam continue register the players club do on ma e ko ni ska wo de ba continue register players but you need phone sponsor you are to register you meet and then you for some the sanctions
and then we share dia we try what try from who
and I say we mama now it obi a club football club
Barcelona for mo na kwando to mu shade no
football club too ojaro utimi start kasa say umba be Spotify company one Laporta oya a con man me say me no kan no kre and what that basa for no so we go Spotify company what's a bit they begin to speak about it, project towards it, and the story about how they've started telling other people, influencers near the other Catalan Como say they wanted to go. It was true the last time. Elena, or my vice president Babeka said, "I said, don't need time on the Spotify company." They don't know, and now go the game against Valencia, and then you want cry. Rich, if this was
what I say, be a contractors misleading. Maybe the projections no here no. He thought okay, and that time you bet me abo.
Okay, no problem. If that is the case, he has done this several times. There are several times that one Laporta has done this. In fact, last season, throughout when they wanted to do some almost Spotify, he can sell a lot of the times. Obeka said, tape down on the baby Emma. Now for some of you charging now. Laporta does this. Me, I have a lot of respect for Jumo Maye. To get Barca to where they've gotten to. But as you see, one shiny year, the Barca socials near Barcelona will think that they are disrespecting them. In some way, every day there is a different thing with football club Barcelona and all of those things, Mr. If they have to sell, they should sell. That's what I keep on saying here. Keeping Femi Lopez and who said Femi Lopez profile on rich. Barca pay you all Amasia. On blow. Today the La Masia. So why do you hold on to Femi Lopez and lose 50 million?
Kofi, Stamford Bridge is a saying.
Stamford Bridge, 40,000.
40,000.
It's a crowd.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, but they are men rushing.
Sashi the Enfa. Let's go.
Come no, say 40,000.
Annie.
Yeah, then I don't go to that.
But company our company is the same. Our company.
Obobo company. Open once a move.
And yes, sir.
Obobo a Sakasaka Park. You know, among our own, you know.
That is great, but you see, that's the thing.
Oh, yes, new stadium. Come away. I blew 40,000.
New stadium.
Almost stadium.
New stadium.
Normally.
What's a new stadium?
Normally.
None more going to
come new
stadium. Only
Sakasaka Park.
Only new stadium. And Chelsea and Cabets now come to Coffee and our own no one say you would have said it. But I did
Sister why is that when it's hours material? But what they are doing, what's the Spotify company? But don't have Spotify company. It's not existent. Your mom, when was the last time Barca? There are about 5 to 8 players all Barca first team minutes this year. Almost mobile company. A lot of them, they've not played a company before. A lot of them, almost mobile company. Since the closure of the stadium, Barca saw you go music last year. Or say okay, music, you know. Now we have to see. Okay, you may be a Spotify company will play about a certain percentage, 27,000. And so we thought this weekend 3 days. Barcelona again. I feel my give me now.
Chelsea in Barcelona.
Aye, give me now.
Barcelona.
Oh yeah. Now so go for me. I know you.
Say say.
Oh no. I thought so.
Football club Barcelona.
Kofi minimum one nanti.
Because of the stadium, no problem. I go game against Valencia. 2 days ago.
All of a sudden, I invited Barcelona in our conversation.
2 days ago, Valencia 4 players. One of the players at a press conference that about 4 days to go and play the game against Barca. They don't know where they are going. It's not my word. It is them. Me, I'm just a reporter. I'm so many young board. I deal with that. A train you out. Who be you when you have to change? Because and yet Chelsea, you do when you have to change. Say penny and you do that because you Chelsea. But if it was Chelsea, you would have said it.
Oh, Barca, air conditioning.
So what you say? On you crowd 50 to go out corner why? Where you have to change? Penny pony. That's the thing. Barca for you, match the Yomi the head of the ball. You pass here, Mona. Rich, you say UEFA and say no. UEFA Eddie, and then UEFA cry. Really, a more supercomputer here, you know, Samba. And Eddie, may they ban maybe so. Supercomputer say, according to Opta analyst for them, almost say club or highest percentage. So I bet Champions League, you know, a Liverpool. 20.4% chance of winning the Champions League. On your me
Liverpool.
Yeah. So more 20.4% of winning the Champions League. Almost say Arsenal the toss mienu. Wow, we are no Arsenal. Almost toss mienu with 16% of winning the Champions League. Almost say Paris Saint-Germain the toss miensa with 12.1% of winning the Champions League. Almost I say team a friend in Manchester City and the toss 9 with 8.4% of winning the Champions League.
Pep team way.
Pep team way. Almost say Barcelona and it also with 8.4% tied with team and friend in Manchester City. The only thing is that City were more chance of getting to the final than team and friend of Barcelona.
Kofi unim where the facha me say me twa so. Supercomputer asay. Any come from. Computer na say.
Almost Chelsea na to to win the Champions League with a percentage of 7%.
Computer na say.
Madrid head Chelsea with 5.8%.
Champions League.
Yes. That is what they are saying. And then when you say a question of the day about you winning the Ghana Premier League, no? But me person you say what here for. Say who ye Barcelona, who ye Liverpool, who ye Arsenal, who ye Paris Saint-Germain here. Do you agree with these statistics of winning the Champions League? Because Rich, as a Chelsea fan, I think that being put ahead of Real Madrid as it stands now may be a little bit far-fetched for me. And I'm saying this off the back, say, we understand the perennial winning ability of team and friend in Madrid. So maybe I'd rather push Madrid to sit and win Chelsea 7th. Clubs are Canadian. Chelsea have a better chance at winning it than them. Bayern, Inter, Newcastle, Benfica, Napoli, Spurs, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Sporting, Bayern for Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Atalanta. I think Chelsea are better placed in winning the Champions League this season than them. I mean, I want to know. Say also Utier, where do you think say Chelsea ebetima rank your club also support ebetima rank? And Rebecca Chelsea Chelsea are going to announce a new shirt sponsor. And then it came to fruition. A Chinese appliance company, a friend hire, almost sleeve shirt sponsors. Now, Chelsea a record amount of money in terms of sleeve shirt sponsors. You are looking within about 15 to 20 million for sleeve shirt sponsorship deal for Chelsea and still almost say they are doing their due diligence for say the front shirt sponsorship deal no. Now media yo majuma hodom. I no pay I saw this. FF1 no edit statement about almost say for all. And almost say regulations and discipline updates. The Football Association has today charged Chelsea FC with breaches of regulation J1 and C2 of the FA Football Agents Regulations A2, A3 of the FA regulations on working with intermediaries and regulations A1 and B3 of the FA third-party investment in players regulations. In total, 74 charges have been brought against Chelsea Football Club. The conduct that is the subject of the charges ranges from 2009 to 2022. The preliminary relates and primarily relates to events which occurred between 2010-11, 2015-16 playing seasons. Chelsea FC has until 19 September 2025 to respond. We mean say okay. Last season, Bekacho said Chelsea for Nankasa Echo FA for Horum. Abra to ball in to club. Omanka say you audit our club. Do you realize say Roman Abramovich mo aye some bad financial underreporting to the extent that Abia Omuto player Eden Hazard 100 million. But 100 million Abia Otia agents fee 5 million. And some can the total cost of Eden Hazard bono.
No ye free.
Omu ye free.
Okay.
No me tia for actually Eddie Ama agents in this animal. To the extent that Abraham Chelsea for ever transition from the old regime to the new regime, you know. There was an agreement between Mariana Ganoskaya, who was the director of Chelsea at the time, with the agent of Abraham friend Zuma, Ket Zuma, and even Hakim Ziyech. Chelsea should have paid some money to the moment here. Abraham telling the Mariana Ganoskaya court. First, not Chelsea can home, but court can say Chelsea is under a new ownership, and you have to deal with the old directors, no? And these are some of the issues which, especially between 2009, 2012, 2010, 2011, 2015, 2016, which thought ball by Baby Huyen. And I'm going to catch on say, you better club. No? you win regularities bebree wom. And yen as American businessmen, you need to sign him away and show you one day. Mubaba no more charging and no more some charges be now affecting your money maybe by any pesa. So we are reporting ourselves to you. So maybe that chine for problem the blame. And after Chelsea reported led by Todd Bowley and the accounting team, you know, Premier League for have now charged Chelsea Football Club of that report. And Chelsea said, "Omo responded by the 19th of September to that effect." And then after that, they will do. I'm sure there's going to be things like plea bargaining and stuff like that from there. And I think that was the plan for Todd. But who said, Rich, Todd Momo is smart. As businessmen and equity investors, they've proven beyond reasonable that one, buying players with resale value, and then almost every club in the world is beginning to understand that that's the way to go. At the beginning, it looked as if they didn't know what they were doing. But today, people are understanding that the Chelsea way is the right way and probably the most sustainable way. Again, they found a lot of loopholes illegal to make sure that they stay in business and then avoid PSR. Also having made sure that in the conversation of constantly selling, it's a way to avoid PSR and also making sure that almost say 1:1 crowd in England, England, they are always in there, especially in the European contest. This is a smart one from Todd Bowley in the call phone, and now FA4 have made it official. Say Chelsea would have to respond to them. There is a good update on our brand here friend Cole Palmer. I hear say he has returned. Romeo Lavia and so are returning to training, which is a very, very good one for them. Sky for any BBC for so I am survey about who wins the English Premier League. We are a supercomputer. I'm saying pure data from their tour. Yeah. Say Liverpool 28%.
Top phone cry.
Say Annette.
The top phone, I think a Liverpool, Arsenal,
okay.
I'm saying Chelsea.
Top phone, yeah, Chelsea will make. I say,
yeah, I'm saying Chelsea. I'm here in the fourth.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm here City Moon
third. But over here, I'm flipping the kakre.
Yes, it's here.
Okay.
Maybe the no.
Yeah.
I didn't hear no. Yeah.
Only no baby. I'm saying, me try more carry. It can make train. I'm one more person. What we did I say?
Maybe I'm tough for you.
Now what are you top boy?
And I'm far Liverpool first.
Ade.
Chelsea second.
Ade.
There is out and my baby. Kofi enyamia.
Over there. Who fashion now? We need who fashion can one. That's it. That when I'm for you.
Kofi nyamia ni namde.
Anyway,
Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City as my top four. Like how? Oh, but where there I agree.
Good data.
Me know me agree. And Osha Liverpool new inclusion team now because I know say players do not answer them film and the kind of game no more bono. Like no beat me as the league.
Which is it not too early to write off Manchester City for?
City team no Kofi en kweza. If you pep best struggle be.
But see you share first game no against Wolves. You be can say Tijani Randers as a bonus.
But after Wolves you know, Oshe City no
2 games they've lost
so bad. Team need balance.
Which the Mehu Obi analysis, and I saw it on Twitter from Nhyira Rahman Osman, who mentioned that he thinks that the imbalance City are beginning to get with Erling Haaland. I've not looked directly into it with time measure, but do you think it's a bit my Erling Haaland now? According to those people, Omudini say Haaland ain't she go ne hu bon Bobby on man be defended, and then Inter sama team na imbalance kakra. What do you think? And how do you say Haaland say just purely the team that's struggling?
Na Haaland no say.
Yeah.
But Haaland national defense na ntimi and protect goals no be na.
Because almost some very players be recent times on performances no are a little bit up and down. We say Ruben Dias. The performance are up and down.
Look at Phil Foden.
Wow, because almost 2 seasons now Phil Foden now got that we've not seen the best of him. Even some of the best defenders at John Stones camp, what means they are still not at the very best assistants now. I think they need to find a way. Mainly one of the biggest problems I had with City is at that right hand side. Up till now, also right back, Matthias Nunes, any Oscar Bob, any Abete Enrico Lewis to play from that side. These are not your conventional right backs. And who shared the goal that they considered against Tottenham Hotspur and Brighton? All of them were in that right-hand channel. If you've done good investment in right ends, not on the left-hand side, then you need to do same on the other side or right on them. And yes, City are really going to struggle this season. Near who they are, which Madrid for one have tapped up on Ibrahima Konate. Yesterday, in the last few days, Liverpool have tried to offer him another offer for a contract, third one, which still, Ibrahima Konate has not extended the contract at Liverpool. At least, we've not even heard that he is close to extending the contract. And it looks as if, say, all eyes tends to Team friend of Real Madrid. And there is this interesting story of Kylian Mbappe and then the Papa and the influence he has on some French centre backs, two of them, and all of the two were players are Madrid for are eyeing. One, William Saliba and a branch of Ibrahima Konate. Who's Mbappe Papa no is coach kakra at amateur level. And in those times, on they training these young boys of William Saliba and a branch of Ibrahima Konate. So he knows them. He has brought them in to make sure say they'll do better. It's a similar story of what I heard of Jerome Opoku. Who is Jerome Opoku Papa? Ghana Blaster Jerome Opoku. Uko England, South London. Most of these Eberechi, Eze, Rhys James, when they were growing up, it was Jerome Opoku's dad that trained them. And some of these African fathers, they do well almost our influence because we're training players at a young age. No? They have the influence on them. And once they get those influences, it's able to help them. People in France are beginning to say, influence on the Mbappe end, is tilting a branch of friend Ibrahima Konate. The good thing is that Liverpool fans have known that one should not sign it. So they've gotten Giovanni Leone to add to the team. And they still don't show that branch here, your friend Gomez, because very soon they are waiting. Say a branch here, your friend Maggi, Babeka team, that everything is going to be good for them. Lamine Yamal say, I don't dream of winning one. I dream of winning many. You see, I like Lamine's psychology, the mentality. At this age, he talks like somebody who's probably too confident. Ebianka, unimina say, if you are a little bit prejudicial, obeka se Lamine Casado. Because small boy ebisa say Ballon d'Or no sha beji biana. So me I don't dream. But that's what he dreams of. Winning a lot of it for him as a player. And when I saw the quote, I said, okay, I need to bring this because it's very, very good. Which you see, say, who dreaming at the home. Now, so that so now also and scare one kasa. You're not dreaming well because you're free. So dream, money boom. Then come to Jana Kokoye Jumane. Yeah. The idea exactly. It should push you to do more, and that's the good work that Branch FN and Lamine Yamal echo on. Of course, with updates on Football Club Barcelona, no. A Branch FN Thiago Alcantara, back to Hansi Flick team, no. Who is our Champions League in common? What are people saying?
Okay, let's start with the pitch issue.
Okay.
Fine. Kwesi Asare, and I mean, Obian himself, Kwesi Asare, Chelsea.
Okay.
Netie, in Chichimuni, Chelsea, Nibia, Conman, Omukasa. The Chelsea needs to be Pono, one more Duma, and Yedua.
And Chelsea for the girls in the United.
I mean, a conman, Chelsea for. Namutia Kwesi Asare say, Chelsea have not built a new stadium because of land restrictions. And the Chelsea pitch owners who will not allow another stadium to be built outside Stamford Bridge.
That is the truth. That is the truth.
In the end,
Chelsea for pitch, no. Time of Roman Abramovich, we talk club. Now, Mami Chichemu, at least you know for you. There's what they call the Chelsea pitch owners. Omuto in the sense like say Omasa ground, no. Chelsea ground, Omu free water. Rich, baby at Chelsea was young. Say Omuka say almost stadium for fra. Baby on your fraud the King's Road, Fulham, south side on them. If you want to build a new place, I say a chrome, a couldn't you never beton. Who was car or Contrazaco is here as I saw. Boninho, my Kofi, Mr. Contrazaco is here as I saw. Who was can quite be done the assassin. Where you know of now, Memphis and Fencha to first data. Honestly, about and listen to honest. I say, Tan Fifi,
We are using the Johan Cruyff Stadium to prepare for the game at Stamford Bridge. We want to come to the level of the rented Stamford Bridge. That's Stamford Bridge. The Grand Zanya.
What's that stadium now?
What's our coin?
Stadium no money. And yeah, level of Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. What one was Eduma Assassin? This kind of assassin here, Eduma.
Rich.
It's kind of money.
I'm only 2 and 2 about heritage. This animal. Nina not me Johnny dying. And then to only score the year. No, well, Chelsea found that they are still trying to find a way. The last time, almost call a friend is Ellie Scott. One of those places that went to go and redevelop the place and have just one last set of data for you in the Spanish La Liga. Who said that of BBC in the English Premier League. The CIES. I almost some data on who will win the Spanish La Liga. Probability, almost say Real Madrid are 40.6. Which Xabi Alonso has won the coach of the month.
Yeah.
The Spanish La Liga. And Mbasa Fono 29.6.
To win the league. Almost say, but Madrid probably didn't show up. 40.6.
I thought it should have been a little bit close.
Yeah, very close. Yeah. As Ebian Kabe 30 as again 28 40 DMs on
you show Mumwana.
I go him. Buana almost Omoya and back.
Xabi Alonso has done a good job in making sure say where they are, because I don't think anybody believes after 3 games they'll be this good. And Debbie American saying, I think say a Fienian son of the Ayajumano. Finding the balance in the Madrid team. Not too much tactics, just balance. Oh, honor. Rich, Mami fancy club football ever. And as club football ever, it means that bet to 7 years, I don't know, ever cost you be they be the amount. Now, in Kaibo, in Macassa, Mami San Kabin. Rich, Menyan Kofu, you must send me a screenshot to Obia from a picture, go baby, say, Fifi Manfred group, pay 200 cities to join one when he, Mr.
Until group will be
your group will hold them, but then constantly verify my social media handles, Fifi Manfred or Twitter, and more the same picture and a dab baby. Mr. Obi and Joe Bieska. Bet me, it is just
as I have one adult.
I and Joe Bieska.
Said now, so much me hack will be account.
Yeah.
Now on numbers and I walk or phone or so.
Yeah.
No more fresh out. Miss Sunday Ubia. Emma say Biasa, me account on my hack here. Or maybe I send you Fifi Manfred say, oh, fee. Charlie. Ya jema to hospital ti doctor so be jimi say tu ni ambo am kakrana o send call ha na o say ko obi na hack obi account
ti so obi na say verify
say mama yani na ho mama yani na ho na
echiti mi o quote mene my
Ghana nkwa na so ne ma bi so obi ti kasa me scammer
I know
ni aja to so scammer do one nam system ni
no scammer
ni kasa obi scammer e wan scammer Ghana kasa coffee ya de niam dia bro too much ya fa bibia normal obi say yes o scammer
scammer
enti scammer no nam obi anya no ye musa no because o scammer
and on original no coffee was also too correction
yes so niam be so too much enti yes am ya mama ni na ho mama ni na because say nkofo no omo tricks be bra omo de gini ni persikanti ya mama ni na ho pa o sa ne man
so the rest our social media handles, but I'm on 3 pay our hasi. Wait for 7 days, every day. Coach no go through. A certain say will go through to next week now in the Champions League. First one a BW 1072-8E90. Next one a BW 1072-845E, and the last one a BW 107270. E1.
Okay. So me da say ati for en church me dey no so ma mo Nhyira 104.5 Bismarck Owusubempa Ayala so ba na obey eda me kamfo Omat perfume mosquito coil edi ama ena no pay say me pa chew o dem ho no ana ba bia wote na obi wa area wote no ntuntum ho pa na ntuntum no omo wiwa yare ba ko na benya malaria ntuntum bi nso no ma on se da ma wonda so ho anadwino besu asum saa obetra kete so ana ade achobo nsa ade be chia be kwa adwuma kra no na wani ekum me kanfo Omat perfume mosquito coil ene de ama eye niema makoma miensa de di kan Omat mosquito coil no etiefo ehwam pa enti uso siw dem ho a obekọ dem ho no na wa ehwam ene number 1. Number 2 ne say entontom no otesa dian ontimi ntina dem wo beku no enti ebebo ho ban afri eye entontom yade no enso ho ana de atwa to kwel obi won mo se me sokwel se mi dem a ade ebechi no na manya kata eno kre because your kwel no bebre ho no ma emu se na efra no ba no ya na edoso etu hia bonsa ade ebechi no anu so den na ama wanya eye cold ana kata me pacho omat perfume mosquito coil de entisa smoke na efra no ne ba na kitikiti bi adenti ade ebechi no na ese bibia ay kama enso edi amam tu pe bi ato na onso atu akakoton a me pacho kumase yendepo no ewodum family plaza enkan obeko ashoman ana tachiman honso ye ho me pacho mo friend awo 0557 484 083 na muno monso no eni enkomo na eje omat perfume mosquito coil ni bi na onso ekoyusu Amsec Mining and Engineering Training School say omo obuase zongo heya obuase odu also pe obuase zongo omo awo behind the high sense air building omo chi high sense e chiro ho na omo wo na ebia na wo dream said that bia no be ram into mining nso so hwe ho ade ebi eye forklift said the sitwe no excavator bulldozer roller na dump truck ni na 3 months na ye ade siwa ye de extra said ya nso no ubesi etwe no uwie school na ye ma onyema bebre including driving licenses a year ye be sign ade account na unfre chichi na obo ase na wa school bi ampacho hostel facility na free ye njo kaprekra sanso ada enyema odi besu adwuma ni na no eno nso eye free a untua kaprekra anenti ampacho for number 0539 732766 na mone panipa na suku ni yane dia no eni ho nkomo na ni manimu ya no onso ko na suku yi kosua de na bibia no enye kama emfa ema anopai bomo na aso yasina yede the Thursday edition of Nhyira digital passwords at the bro for message ni na no efa YouTube Nhyira TV na yankin kan fama bra Bismarck owusu bempa ayala enso batonim na yedi nkomo no ato aso di amamo awo amaneni ti johnny live awo YouTube Nhyira TV na a part of the Thursday edition of Nhyira digital passports Bismarck owusu bempa ayala good morning what to say
oh nyame adome ho
okay I know so won fifi you I know you
e wo de bem
ni shade na no to na no pay
about the specifically.
Oh, one pa. Hey, or say, my president were a con man. When you say woof, you know, I know. Obey diplomatic on some.
Oh, na. Only I go more charges. Oh, no, say Barcelona no munis cannot 1-1 rule and the Omuna de Omunim go for case which. But Omuda. Omudi etu omo so omuni problem bia. Odi edu ameka bibi,
That's it.
Rich. Uka bentewe.
Muhailo Modric.
Last week me nam exo sa na me hu ni picture bi na owo I think golf course. Maybe about golf no. And ogina was so called golf for say only now for be na call you. And I do see mutim say na sabrenti we say born we jaiba na say what is really the problem with him? Rich in some way abanin you. And you see say e ba do opener obie ni wa anti-doping agency na chida wakoka say na minim na me fire. And the excuse of me complaining my physio our national team camp and I recommend say I was say I want me stem injections. Say minim say medonium ewo substance nim enti that is what happened. Please the brebu of you or coffee or complain say ask my bread and the wife and grow and you look crowd the wife will not be one or so who person die here for we be nom.
I think I popuba.
Yes. Poba money I think Yaya Toure also had the same issue one time. There have been a lot of players, athletes, be rich. You see, it all comes down to lack of negligence. And I say like negligence. Because when you're fisher, that's a who be stem injection. You must know the kind of substance how they will play on. And say a containing your man, ya list ya unim say a brand substance there. They know how play on. So when maybe I said no could ready. The former team who's a movie from Shakhtar Donetsk and Oba Chelsea. Rich, Shakhtar Donetsk want to say if information now UEFA for I publish say a brand way on an account who say I see a do awesome so what my account say omo confirm say and no crack say me I don't want to call Ukraine national team camp and omo official the man say injection no and the akufo ba omo see Ukraine afi no
and I agree with them
omo see unim dey to omo see omo Abanti no call Chelsea no there were add-on clauses based on the performance nobody could give them up to 30 million.
And
now Abanti need to mobile and potentially sika ometi nyanya no woman na sure omo dia they will take the FA on and so we take FA no on rich and yet only the FA they will take Andrei Shevchenko too because he is in charge of the national team camp. And he said, me about the echo physio no. No physio because okay. Problem now they are blaming. This is what I will recommend as a medication. It must be approved by him and signed the adenomal. And if as a supervisor our camp or approve this as substance in the man or liably indicted in a seminar course no.
Mama Branch, you know.
Oh yes.
Man,
and rich, you see, when you're clubber, me add ons in Tinenia Brew. What about
Chelsea? How didn't see Kakoton?
Wakota Brandia. Oh, what born who can so be see a camera? No national team I say. And I will expect Chelsea to also release a statement and say, Sana 70 years, they will join the lawsuit for Abantia FM in the animal. But, very, very bad news. He was seen as one of the best young players. Not Chelsea Akota, not one hitting the limelight and committing me. I couldn't impact. Now, Rich, maybe me alone can send me a quiz be on the show and there. Talking about doping. Nancy, I have blasters match here against Malino. Who shape players in one bar? You say why not? You're selecting and say doping. Myself say, oh, answer now. Oh, Asia TV, YouTube, you don't hear me analysis now. The answer is the last, you know. Say, me say, when I the first correct answer by I will give you core credits. And to make me the message about, oh, should Ghana Blasters your team now? I know who and you're selecting for doping. Say, only me pakra. And I say, oh, suspect say you be a. Oh, therefore, answer in Asia TV comment section. Was say, me do answer no. Now, on the first correct answer by I will give you core credits. I will hunt you. You're going rich. Supercomputer can move you. And this time around, the prediction on the Champions League, Rich. When you Premier League, Champions League. Now, according to Supercomputer, Rich. So see then the English teams will do very, very well. Because Rich in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the top 10, no. English class in Newcastle, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. 5.
Out of the 10.
Out of the first 10. We are likely for them no, to win the Premier League. Supercomputer say I feel Liverpool never with 20.4%, followed by Arsenal 16%. Now the defending champions Paris Saint-Germain about with 12.1%. Man City and Barcelona 8.4%. Then Chelsea Football Club was 7. Then Real Madrid, Bayern, Inter, Newcastle. Now, meaning so now a Chelsea fan. Are you happy with the position I'm on? And you think a realistic can Rich, the moment a supercomputer any side way by and a Chelsea fans to see almost so internet so. Only do me and almost say a boy home. This was the same ranking for the FIFA Club World Cup.
You not Chelsea akoje.
You really aje. Enti ye dey penisi ya Adebiano with a fire to 250 on here and we will prove you wrong. But Rich, so over Sky Sports graphic on Adiana and more details here. But Opta did a very, very good job. Now, Rich, this is what supercomputer Eka say. Liverpool, I was 72.7% chance. Say Obedu at least the quarterfinal. Say Odu quarterfinal now. Our 51.5% chance. Say Obedu semis. Then our 34% chance. Say Obedu final himself. And Odu final now. Our 20.4% overall. Say Onu and Obeji. Rich say over Arsenal. I say Arsenal was 68% chance. Say Obedu quarterfinal. 44.8% chance. Say Obedu semis. 27.6 chance Obedu final. And the 16%, you know, which is the last one. Now, over Chelsea, Diana, and Chelsea in Barcelona, Diana. Rich, both Chelsea and Barca, according to supercomputer, I want the same amount of percentage to reach the quarterfinal, 51.3, 51.3. But say, moving from quarter no ako semis, no, Barcelona beat Chelsea kakrebi only 1%, 29.5 to Chelsea the 28. Na sani ebeya Chelsea be drew final no, oman only 15%, but gave Barcelona 16.4. Then sani yedi kan 8.4 chance say Barcelona ebeje, then 7% chance say Tima ye fed Chelsea. But we will put this down. Now as competition you know progress you know. Na ye TV edi mu nkomo. But Rich, so we share the supercomputer PDT there. The supercomputer person can say Barcelona a better team in the Champions League this season than Chelsea. We shouldn't forget 25th November. The Stamford Bridge. There's a Chelsea versus Barcelona clash, and already supercomputer H na why any favorite for that game no look 74 charges from the FA against Chelsea.
74.
Rich and also
do 74.
And also, sir, baby, I got me better now. I was you. Barcelona na and no man kwe na omu miti 1:1 rule any idea. You see, expanded between 2010-2011 season, you know, to 2015-2016. Now, only idea I want idea we want manager home. Rich, ubeche di say. Clerk for your consortium ya Todd Bowley and Egbali mu leading. So what is Chelsea statement no mudi abana? Almost say oh, we Chelsea ni akawa kuma to yem. The new owners of Chelsea. Ye buy ye no. The handing over no to mudi buy ye no. Ye show the finances na. Ne no maybe is so. It's ya report ya the enemy FA. For say the way I brought up a channel and go for a manager books, no. And the way of figures, be empty, so especially the way they dealt with agents, no. Yeah, Jimmy said they've broken a lot of rules, you know. And we are doing self-confession. Now later who I want to say, you may inherit here, you know, and yes, we are catastrophe. And to which I said that your problem case here, yeah. And a chance in Ankasa and a report here, you know. Emma every say, look, according to books, even before you come at them, say the old administration and your money and you know, and they say official charges about for Chelsea. I think the FIFA did a very, very good job on the way a Norman AC acquire. Look, Rich, the dark transactions in football, Bebrina is done through agency and third party investments. we say okay so oh yes straighter na oko clubs bia I'm telling you
Omanda declared the bia
I'm telling you hey ebi wo ha even England crowd the rich say enye nanse ya they don't really buy players through intermediaries. Go to Italy and Spain. Why do you think that in the past na AC Milan, Juventus, Barca, Real Madrid and all the best players, you know, because the best players are held by agents. And it's a more preference. Now, no, they will bring the players to you. So, England, quite a Nansiana, almost starting agents in Kumodie, anyhow, a top players, if you want them. It's rich, me and never. But you see, if you know, who your chance story, and now we are. Then he decided to take a swipe at Barca. So any scanner on sponsorship nanka team bina KBBA and going to me there look. Look, even in our financial crisis, they saw what we did to them on the transfer markets. Oh, Yeniska Krano. You didn't say what Monteca say, Barcelona. Yeniska Krano.
Rafinha is also Barca.
Just couldn't know so okay. Rich. Huh? Omunchi. See the Ghanaian as well. Who is the star or just this year? Star by any be waiting. In the next 2-3 years, Omunchi to get his money. One more Esteban or Maduro. You will come and buy them.
That's it.
You will come and buy them. And yeah, and when you cry, Rich, you ever fear just 1 minute. There is this nice handle be or excellent. So, Mr. Oyobi are here interested in football statistics, especially African football near there. Go follow Sir Handle way. We global football. Rich, they do a very, very good job. Now, and I'm dating us. Only some nice statistics. Rich, Nigeria watching, you know. Nigeria watching the papa. Only data makers. Say, I'll show you a tactical board this one. From Group A to Group I of Africa, here qualifiers now for the World Cup. And see, and will be just the groups now. But Rich, they have another table. Extra country beer, see the supercomputer about you know. The percentage so much in your qualify and the Akobo World Cup. Now, some years expanding now. You see, say Morocco need Tunisia 100 because they've already qualified. Egypt our 99.84%. Algeria our 99.84%. So it means that almost qualify here, sir. Which in the group now Nigeria woman is being led by South Africa. According to statistics, Rich, South Africa was 98.56%. It means that they are gone. Senegal 97, Cape Verde 94, Ghana 93.56. I mean, Ghana 93.56%. See about qualify with Cote d'Ivoire 92. Now, Rich, the entire America say Nigeria, I'm watching or I'm gonna say. You look at the table and I'm more predict say even for the second place teams no, I'm going to play off no. Rich, say almost share table now. Say that you Gabon, Cameroon, Benin, DR Congo. CCA, I'm exactly a point qualifiers now. I'm not going to move four no. No matter na go playoff. I'm not to get cash yomo. Aye, your group for Madagascar, then Tanzania, Burkina Faso, Namibia, Uganda.
Not even Nigeria.
No. Until I'm need chance even for so much for the second import. Now I'm go through the playoff route no crown. Rich, who are for no? Everybody answers Yabana.
So far, no. So far, playing the Diabapa Sibo.
Sibo?
Yeah.
And don't call me Diaba.
Oh, Daddy. But so far, no hair or more message Naba. Zibo the end the door so far.
And the door so
after Zibo, no, Mammy had name a papa. A Buoma appear back could be busy Benjamin Asari. Being so bored Jordan D.
Jordan, okay.
We so Calibranchi. Yeah, we have about Calibranchi here. Okay, and Alexander Jiku. So far, names are Bano.
Obibo Jikudin.
Yes, Obiabo Jikudin.
Who Nipakono Jikudin?
Your friend Gideon Opoku Boating.
Gideon Opoku Boating, right? Okay, Mammy Musa was adding. ujiri se edie na mama dudu na abo akwasi zibo edi udi uni o ma juma ujiri se die na mama wa
because of what's a brand on the Black Star team no order and number 1 number 2 the kind of game and all bono what you say akwan ho den
and
game na dey over say jibo no combined
so we can say na say
also o kind na no dey
okay then why would people also mention Benjamin Asare because I'm going to go
Asare
or you calm here I don't the first suspect say already know
ebia de me say beba me team say bia doping between aba no here one he was a defender and say defender who free chire na corner okohede bo ahye no and the ball no boy how aggressive I know you were chire no ebia probably obetumi consider on so for doping but media o start here na the first day
because Zibo na
ba me team here Close room boy
which
Zibo
the answer Alexander Jiku.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh no, me doping.
Yes, Jiku was the one selected for the doping. The other Alexander Jiku as the first one, no. We will reach out to him. He will give us a number.
We are just a minya time pa na.
Na ya pen number na ya money 50 cedis credit also when they quiz kakra win here because of Nyalo Modric system no. Black Star game near boy against Mali no Jiku was selected for the doping test on which young face this year and then they are Champions League and man games ewo ehonum nti there was special odds I think 4 odds bia ya yam wadwuma ya de betimi ede ama yetie for any ahefo me say wa engofo di betri ja una be complain a eya na nti se ye ka se ye wo odds na waje na watwabi we bet we odds nti nyanto boase na tro 4 pe faska to ba ku bia chi unim de bebo because ani nyina akra so etimi bo kama first one no BW 106 E4 FFF and a second one is here BW 106 EB 6A4. Then the next one is BW 106 EC ADC. And the last one no BW 106 EE 6B3. Nti 4 betway codes. O call me socials and so on sabe kan nyina both on Facebook and on X. They say you about back to club football.
Sure.
Nti ya no watch na so try o lack I say obetimi ewe ni bia so
Hustler JKD. Awo UK.
So
semo code no omo no. Okay. Omo so person omo use bi.
Okay.
Nti ombe den na only fifi momo a omo.
What I intended to do for Omo and say we create a group only for Omo outside Ghana and South Africa. Because Omo Ghana and South Africa there. Omo to use your code
okay.
Nti odi e mesrena and Thursday. Omo me up to Sunday. I will create the group and post the link, you know.
Okay.
Until by Monday there.
Sure.
Maybe now I will give him good news. Say we've created a group for the foreigners, you know, for Nhyira passports and send at least no you bet me and a different way or many access to games, you know. Now almost so HB our rich.
Okay, at your phone, ya befie, ya the office na etwa so. Amamo.
This season. Meaning say if you've been very, very active on Twitter, your Ghanaian clubs and more communication channels now. Out of all clubs now, also my land job, and we are in a offer. meaning say on your observation
my hwehwe bia ma hwe bechem mehu kotokodie all blacks
mehu aduana yes mehu aduana mehu hohoi mehu bebia ni gold stars mehu samates
efe
super
but ayala asema me be kan ebia ma obi nkase o Richard de so obi anum so support kotokon tie den a obechu su kotokodie ne but ayala nyamnya no kwani the kind of video production akotokofo ne yey ebra omo down just na didi a che ewiase nyina no super
is he I'm not looking at unveiling videos
okay but
I'm looking at
still na ghost are just in effect
ghost are you know
baby any ghost are just in effect pa but I think still na
no still na no ufune se kotokode no
kotokode just in effect Mr. Monfa kotokone has the near in na
has the no more launch o mo dey
yeah monfa
but yenya leak one
yeah
yenya leak one let me I mean finding na
kotokode ni
yes this is the kotokode
na we nations there no nations FC
yes nations FC so edie enso eno
Bechem United enso die ni
oh wow
Bechem United die no
wow I think say dreams the omo yi dada omo maniac dada it's dreams there enso pa
ye chefo ne hanfo mo so metumi aba na modem adwen chene de aba so far I'm say display obia justice no new season is starting yam yard more chine ya if at House of Folk and Etiano with Hoho United at the Accra Sports no china no launching ebesu achakra enyumre no 9 na His Excellency John Dramani
all blacks on my wages all blacks we do all blacks
we dem hu
all blacks ne home gis
wow
this is all
I feel in teams no
yes
in terms of
professionalism at the end omu come and impa me
all blacks the NFL
yes me more all blacks say na we are enkofo betimi ahebi you see Rich the mama side with you e okotokode no ho eye the quality of the tester a unique organ
see so the other ones in the movie
no I've watched a last season Nations the Lotto from Italy Misomu I'm not saying any quality but kotokode
this is normal sano
omasisano but the test no looks like the same
okay
which kotokode gives you proper Europe player version test as a net so comfortable the others in the normal jersey tester as a replica tester but the player version no kotokode the player version no Rich analysis na me go bi no so
me kra me go bi
Cantona Breo Manchester here
yeah
on the way at here and no ma kotokode share omo maka now let me give you has a any that we can wrap up with this discussion you know has omo ebe launch ne enne but Rich omo di kind de Alice you say when say the kuwa there there's a leaked one be I don't know how nice and go for because but it looks very very beautiful so when say house there about omo colors in there so I've put it there which there is a supposed rumored house this year omo ebe launching and no one is say
evo
who's house
V-neck
yes there's a V-neck be one and now
house colors
blue and red and a yellow rainbow there's a rainbow there
and okay so me watching it me hu no black
no blue
blue okay
blue
okay hanam hu ye oh nice yes in effect
we quite
striped
yes rumor pictures
okay
and then on be launching and omu home no more of the white na you know omu home no be more of white way mami meeting at
I all black just in effect
I'm telling
you
it has away the
all black just in effect
white all black just you know So do All Blacks.
Wow.
Yes.
Sophie. Just never.
All Blacks.
Hey.
But my favorite.
Who favorite there?
Oh, the Kotoko jersey stands out. Head and shoulder.
I see.
Will be anywhere close. All Blacks, you know. My little problem, I say, designs no doors too much anymore. I think it's almost sponsors now.
Sponsors,
Time Palace, money at the other. But then, of course, it's a nice jersey. But I like Kotoko's jersey. I think say a good year commend Ghana for team, Ghanaian teams now, on the importance of some of these things in terms of whipping up of fans now. Because you give fans things to talk about and you give journalists things to talk about. A boy crama will shape the narrative of the season here, it's a good stuff. Good one.
Thank you, Mama. A ho for.
Your money has a bottle.
Someone has a bottle.
So now when they be a league now.
Yes, both home any on my way. I think omo home near red and I win near blue. And see, maybe I also add to platform so. It's nice, yes, you. Very, very beautiful.
I'm happy on game.
Yes.
I'm happy on game.
Every platform there will give you, and am I conscious to post it? And to be who say season this is the jersey. Yeah, the area. Look to create.
Where hohoi there?
Yes, hohoi.
I'm not saying bad.
Very nice jersey, Rich. Very. Look at my
way.
Look at it. So nice. So nice. Time ni any intimate call Obia, media mad woman dear, class Obia on it. Obia on it, but the women would the top two Kotoko baby any go stars in terms of quality. See Kotoko baby any go stars, then Samates because Samates any baby any go stars in Icarus for the US. Guy be minimum Leo. Rich also gets in the quality in the one. Even though any player version second to the end of the year, but a very, very quality very, very quality. See, I'll go for Kotoko because of the quality of the jersey in the test.
Okay.
And in the design, then Babiani Go Stars and summer test, then the rest will follow. Yeah, Ressa has so officially launched because almost over launching and
the feel of house and
yes.
Yabedi sound common. All right. So say 44. Enti yes, you better the minister come on a kakra. Yeah, to be crap probably Saturday.
Okay.
You mean that time pa na ye biem.
But what did you say between the minister and come on and
ye league na start
league no. One we say this out. One more I say we are contenders. Contenders for the league.
Me top 4 this season. Kotoko Beji League no.
Kotoko Beji
has a better sumi.
Has second.
Nations third.
Nations FC.
Yes, Nations better so third.
Okay.
Now, baby, any goals as omo a defending champions no.
A default.
Omo default.
My fifth.
Oh, I say me who the no.
Kotoko.
We has the best.
Yeah, Beji League.
Okay.
Yeah, has me. I think say Didi Dramani Ediomoko level where I can believe that to beat him the Omaji. The management
from the top 4.
Yeah.
And the homo cap no boy no.
Yeah, no, but Didi Dramani as a coach.
Okay.
Not just Nyabe or Hassan, but Didi Dramani Juma Wai in the body of work from right to dream Ghana as Juma Wai. I think he's head and shoulder above a lot of the coaches in the Ghana Premier League. And also, I like the fact that some young coaches who can help him with some of the modern normal courses, even with scouting. Because one Shane Yabeka is a senior man, but Neman Kito Baby Abdullah Ghazali Money at the end can help him in that regard. And I think that psychologically and even from maybe to say battle point of view, no, omo nipa no mo nim kotoko through and through like Isan Ajao mo any Ghazali. Now at the House of Folk camp. So they add something to Hearts of Folk. Manfa Summer Text and then Manfa was named Gold Stars and Kahon because Gold Stars third. Okay. First two, no,
okay.
Because of Africa commitments, no. And I think that Abra coach in Paul Manso, enya 2 things to focus on in the course of last season. League scouting for your Ghana say junior teams, no, and also doing the Gold Stars at Jumane affecting Kakra. I think Africa may head them into third.
Nations FC have been very good. Sadly, ideally, Nations are second and not first. Because Usha your league table now in the last 3 years, Oma is very consistent with in and around that area. But Nations, for some reason, I think Hassan Kotoko will be up there and I'll put Nations on fourth.
Are you saying, say, in the last 3 seasons, I have a Premier League, Western Fanafa League?
But this is Nanyasa.
So from Mediama to Summer Test to Babiano Go Stars, you are saying Obibe breaky Western dominance.
Yeah. Kotoko has to be breaky.
Omubako.
They've challenged them and now they will bring it back.
Because me, like said the NFCC canon, Manfa, me first to Manfa goes out for now because of Africa.
Okay.
Africa, but how much?
But all the Kotoko defense, but Kotoko so about Africa.
Yes, because of Kotoko team now, my quality do. They have the men. Yes, Africa with the league, or to be a blended.
Okay, me, in all honesty, me tia sisi obusam do beji league na mintiminka. Obusam me tofu mintiminka. Unimidentia. Rich, I think we are going to play a league of dark horses. Siebo league we na club obia expecting so beji league we jia enyem wa.
The reason is
there are a lot of clubs Rich, they are doing a lot of work behind the scenes for this particular season. My memo example, Adriana Stars. And no be assistant with Adriana. But if only you pay attention and you get to know. Now, Rich, there's a new mining company, Adriana Potemo, endorsed by the chieftaincy of Adriana.
Shoba Risika, that's all.
Yes, he's the coach. Honorable coach over this season.
Okay.
Now, Rich, mining company na ebe pay more. They've been given the responsibility. Say when I move to a good year, we will come here. And you move first cano ebi and more Adriana Hobra. And it's all right. This transfer window, Rich, open club at top players pa. Adriana should be in there. Oh, yeah, top 3. And on there seems to be some renewed energy around the club. Saturday, they went for floats. And Rich, so only Mediana starts history per year. Rich, so many brainers of Mabo League now, they are one of the most difficult teams to beat. Now saying a no man here because they were disjointed. But with investment and with the renewed energy now, every team no. Rich, be careful about team FN Diana. Now, number 2, Samates. Rich, after winning the league, our last season we are coach Christopher Enin Bayern. The way they finished the league, any command made from Ora Edmona Kamunia Yambamo, any recruitment of my year. At the blind side of a lot of people, Rich, they want to come back and win the league. And they say they are celebrating, I think, 30 years of the club this year. And they want to come back and win the league. And when a club, a company club, I want the league, I can't say, I want to go again. Rich, be very, very careful about them. Then baby, any go stars. Rich, African, I can. The realistic at the end said, baby, may be kicked out of Africa. But if they are kicked out of Africa, preparation now, Rich, it is good enough to defend the league. I am telling you. Top for requirement example. Preparation of baby go stars. It is good enough. Say, Omaka so many club will be a TG. As our pre-league, Rich, they are strong contenders. Look, last season. Mediama went through a lot of phases. But this time around, Rich, from the beginning, they are so focused. So much on we ABB. You can't discount Bechem. Bechem is a very, very serious club. Didn't you have information and man come over when they say they've sold a lot of quality players. Now few more and so many good players are now emanation etikeno. I am only counting on coach Mengo said he's a very, very good coach. And when it is when in the players or do mubano, and surprise. So I am counting on say, Obetimi do Mababa Rich. I am say, by the time he realizes his team for this season, you know, not be a point in to talk to Manchaya. And when I had this or bear contenders, then obviously you add your favorite Kotoko in house to it. Minififi again. The new Mekani new because of Fimuno Wasaba. The new in quote Ogum in our league. Didi Dramani. I am talking about coaches or yet meticulous. Or she's sending you or planning ye. Yes, mature way. Minim say me bo we wi am ekwa. I say na hatie. Enti me rest we ya me use no ha. Sa good planning no. Rich a go very, very fine winning you league. And me Didi said Didi Dramani has brought that to our heart of folk. As squad no still now no. Didi nyan kese mame. But Rich, Didi is a good planner. Look. Obianto players in Jinkotoko. No. Obianto players in Jinko. And they are struggling to have the combinations now. But Rich, where they are, there will be some period within the league. They will hit a certain form of consistency. So Kotoko hit a form of consistency with these quality players now. And the bet you whether we meet league now so much. The two issue I may walk and say, Rich, the politics our Samates, the politics our Babiani Gold Stars, the politics now at Ediana, and yet as deep as the politics I walk Kotoko, and it has. And some small chain of bad results. It may change that to Kotoko has, but the others will be able to stabilize on the team and come back, which they don't have. And those clubs in the winning league ahead of Kotoko has. And this season, so we are Kotokoni, we are asking you what tell me boys are. Mopa, Munloa, sa pressure and any politics now. Mudu kotim when there's a chain of bad results kakrabia. No more mutim no. And go smooth no more and concentration. And more league in so more league no. And back to two of those giants now. Rich, we are going to play one of the most competitive league, one of the most exciting, and one of the most well anticipated leagues I share in the last decade this season in the 2025-2026.
I think I'm particularly excited about.
Well, Mama Yanka
Karela, and it makes
in place of what?
coaches there, you know, Barcelona, and I'm okay.
For Moka, that courses on what? We've bought players,
I've not even.
They've bought for Joe. For Joe from many. They've bought quality players.
Every time I say, yeah, good media. When we say GFA, some graphics on Sanyamano, it will help shape the narrative of the league.
And then I had more chance with the excellency. Yes, John Domani Mahama will be there. Stoneboy will be there. Stoneboy, so I mean, the spotlight, you know.
Companies will come on, but almost sublette GF, you know, friends and league, you know, broadcast, you know. You know, we send compound number for comment. Let me say, scan on boy any somehow. This is a super bad journalist, but no more 500 nail form, weekend nail form. Every 500 nail form rate will bro. As a manager, I mean, it's like a 2000. I can make it. Weekend near 2000.
Come on, Tommy Benzi. Is it Benin? I say, boy, my co Beniza. Me call Papa is with the Kofi Beba. Papa nezem ko bi ni ko bodo ebia de o pa ni yentimi nka o ade wo kwa
musu garlic bitters ma moja di afrusani ye blood pressure any cholesterol ko form eyi sciatica yaw eyema stroke ayarefo emma pomude
but then of course it's a nice jersey, but I like Kotoko's jersey. I think say a good year commending Ghana for team, Ghanaian teams now, on the importance of some of these things in terms of whipping up of fans now, because you give fans things to talk about and you give journalists things to talk about. A boy will shape the narrative of the season here, but it's a good stuff, good one.
The woman has a bottle.
Some woman has a bottle.
So now when they be be a league now.
Yes, both home any on my way. I think home near red and I win near blue. And see, maybe also at a platform. So it's nice, just you. Very, very beautiful.
I'm happy on game.
Yes.
I'm happy on game.
Every platform there will give you, and am I conscious to post it? Into who say season this is the Jessia. Yeah, the area. Look to create.
Where hohoi there?
Yes, hohoi.
I'm not saying bad.
Very nice, just rich. Very. Look at my
way.
Look at it. So nice. So nice. Time in the end, intimate call Obia, media, mad, one dear, class Obia on it. But the women would your top two Kotoko baby any go stars in terms of quality. See Kotoko baby any go stars, then Samates, because Samates any baby any go stars in Icarus for the US. Guy be minimum Leo rich also just in the quality in the even though any player version second to the end there, but a very, very quality very, very quality. I'll go for Kotoko because of the quality of the jersey in the test.
Okay.
And in the design, then baby any go stars and summer test, then the rest will follow. Yeah, rest has so officially launched because almost over launching and it's about
the feel of house and
yes.
Yabedi sound common. All right. So say 44. Enti yes, you better the minister come on a kakra. Yeah, to be crap probably Saturday.
Okay.
You mean your time pa na ye biem.
But what did you say between the minister and come on and
ye league na start channel.
League no. One we see this out. One more I say we are contenders. Only any do better. Contenders for the league.
Me top 4 this season. Kotoko Beji League no.
Kotoko Beji.
Has be tosu mienu.
Has second.
Nations third.
Nations FC.
Yes, Nations be tosu third.
Okay.
Na baby any go stars omo a defending champions no.
A the fourth.
Omo the fourth.
Na fifth.
Oh, has me who the no.
Kotoko.
We has
the best.
Yeah, na Beji League.
Okay.
Yeah, has me. I think say Didi Dramani Ediomoko level where I can believe that to beat him the Omaji. The management
from the top 4.
Yeah.
And the homo cap no boy no.
Yeah, no, but Didi Dramani as a coach.
Okay.
Not just Nyabe or Hassan, but Didi Dramani Juma in the body of work from right to dream Ghana as Juma. I think he's head and shoulder above a lot of the coaches in the Ghana Premier League. And also, I like the fact that some young coaches who can help him with some of the modern normal courses, even with scouting. Because one Shane Yabeka is a senior man, but Neman Kito Baby, Abdullah Ghazali Monia Diaden can help him in that regard. And I think that psychologically and even from BBT say battle point of view, no, Omo Nipa no nim kotoko through and through like Isan Ajao mo any Ghazali. Now at the House of Folk camp. So they add something to Hearts of Folk. Manfa Summer Text and then Manfa was the Gold Stars and Kahon because Gold Stars third, first two, no, because of Africa commitments. No. And I think that Abra coaching Paul Manso, Enya 2 things to focus on in the course of last season. League scouting for your Ghana say junior teams, no, and also doing the Gold Stars at Jumane affecting Kakra. I think Africa may head them into third. Nations FC have been very good. Sadly, ideally, Nations and them second and not first. Because Usha a league table now in the last 3 years, no, Oma very consistent with in and around that area. But Nations, for some reason, I think Hassan Kotoko will be up there and I'll put Nations on fourth.
Are you saying, say, in the last 3 seasons, I have a Premier League, no? Western Fanafa League. No?
But this is Nanyasa.
So from Mediama to Summer Test to Baby Go Stars, you are saying Obibe breaky Western dominance. No?
Yeah. Kotoko has a bit breaky.
Omubako.
They've challenged them and now they will bring it.
No to be. Maybe be a kama adiamam Kovi. H&H.
Now to the H&H guy makes na make for my so
enye kasa bebre just get H&H Gary mix shop bi e be wo bi enra minya bi awia no e solid kokoje de Gary ne more e si chie ne minimal and a cream and also does me show H&H Gary mix and I make am for money all shops bi e be no kokoje bi na fa to anum na di bi awia thank you
say the meme there be na otwi ho
em say ya ben
no meme there be na otwi
na so chinechi na otwi
nti say utie na ubusa ina the meme there be na otwi de na koso a 20th of September ho asem na ye kan na Bonfa store se ode e ko bunu na ye ko enu kwa so yi hu film 1 day trailing vacation experience ene ye kwa akunya ye ko Botan Caves and Mountains ye be ko Fema Monkey Sanctuary ye be ko Kintampo Falls ye kwa konante canopy do so ye kwa ye be create picnic vibes e wo ho ye ko Fema monkeys ni yanka se na be fidi omo na ye ko Kintampo Falls no so a sa cave hikes na hu samnofo no omo ko vacation na omo ye for sightseeing yes pe kwa koye bi na we no 500 cedis per F4 500 cedis per utua 500 cedis na o air condition bus a wo tena makọ e de aba waduane o snacks baby a ye ko ni nyina no se wo tua gate fee awram no ye betua F5 nanim e de ama ye be ye games bus ni mu party na de twato kwa ne se ye de professional photographers a o meme correct photo shoot for activities na e be ni nyina umpe we na opede enti mimi de be na watch 20th of September e ye bono experience and a Bonfa stores at the Yeko, year 2 pa 5 a.m. Our Echo Center Road, a Jakumasi, I Ben Victory Baptist Church. I walk Odotobi Rural Bank, Tech Junction branch in Echi, Epe, and a year 2, Ben Number 90, Nayaba. Into fresh numbers, me, na also book you bus. Me see the Biafra, catch almost open passports bus in him, and I open what's now because you know, and a echo 0531 09 0068 0531 09 0068 and I say 0261 671686 0261 671686. Now Michelle Nhyira FM ye inter-community soccer quiz no baso community soccer quiz baso de bia outie sports any station bia outie bi oso nim sports mu oko video centers oko baby ya shop park so echinie unanim Chelsea asem Barcelona unanim 2023 doji Champions League doji way best player doji goalkeeper se echinie ni nyina udi a unye ska bia mfrim ana unye ni munyam bia mfrim fa o community never repi omo na ya musa football munsem na utwa wadi achedi akese ene animonyam share e de ama community sika da so say boyi na other prizes ne kwa de ebeje wonsam kra enti yeso for forms nti fresh numbers na for form rich numbers no obetimi e de amaya
yes
for intercommunity soccer quiz no
two person Johnny and
yes,
number
on fair wine
0245 594425 0245 594425 o fresh number na say woni no adi eye enkomo menye birthday kakra bi na yenkofa adom kase no emremo mekokɛ no ase ya na mawehye prof nana kina frimpon oya associate professor awo ken no ase probably I will be an happy birthday to you yami show pa na onya okase in fact nyankopon koso na ma onim dia ode ama no emunye du na efa kira de so ho na afi nso no awodam nkyɛ bia nyankopon emfa bi emfa enomon prof nana akina frimpon oye associate professor awoki and UST sanso na yenuane ne wa inoksachi ai govi koraman za koraman ko UK na ene koraman na your birthday Porsche ampechum ono so ewo UK ho enti ukunu inoksachi I say you're so happy birthday. I mean, shout pa.
Put out to the pick one. They know how they select.
Chale.
King Kura. Sakura for now. We just Sakura no one.
Eti wa fi happy birthday to you. Shout pa na. Anya kese we so free me nia. Aye. The Campbell Boabe ho. ɔno nso se yɛnhye ɛyɛ Sarah Yeboah nipa dodoɔ na ɛfrɛ no Antenes awɔ ɛyɛ kwada so ohuma so hilltop ɛhɔ ɛna Sarah Yeboah nso Sarah baby a obiara no Antenes happy birthday to you nyame nhyira wo na onya wo kɛse na special day in your life in fact awodam nhyira bia nyankopɔn ɛmfa bi ɛmfa ɛnom Sarah Yeboah awɔ nurse ni nipa dodoɔ na ɛfrɛ ɛyɛ Antenes happy birthday ɛtɛfo yɛ demasia adom kaseɛ no ɛtoa so ama ma sisi ɔyɛ kɔba ya na hema benewa ne tim ne trase na ɛde ɔbra ato andwumadie no enso etimi ɛde abronti kɔso a na mafidie no ɛna esan sɛ ɛnɛ ensɛm a ɛbɛdwumadie no so no ɛnya asɛm ketewa koraa nti